Look, man.
Where?
Oh, I see.
Wow.
Oh, my. Bowen, look over there.
Wow, is that
culture?
Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. Las Culturistas.
Ding dong! Las Culturistas calling. Before we got on, I said, Las Culture, like as if we had to snap into it.
Yeah, I feel like we've never had to really, hit the dials before in that way, but we were coming off of like a spirited discussion about what we will never tell.
We will never tell what we just told. It's actually Real Culture number 9. We will never tell what we just told. And I'm also in my literal morning show bag now.
You are warmed up, chatterbox. You are doing a great job. You look so good on that TV.
Thank you, sister.
Something about those cameras is really. I gotta say, I look pretty good too.
You look so snatched, and you wore like a blue moment.
Yeah.
Blue is the warmest color. It's actually Real Culture number 10. Blue is the warmest color.
How has it been so far? You just finished day 2 of 5.
I'm having the best time.
Isn't it wonderful? And I told Matt this. We checked in yesterday. I was like, "How was it?" He was like, "It's great. It's so fun." And I go, I totally get why people do this. This is a nice gig.
It's so much fun. And by the way, the sound dude, who's an icon, loves you.
Oh, I love him.
And you're beloved. Get this, Bowen Yang, beloved in 30 Rock. It's actually Real Culture number 11. Get this, Bowen Yang, beloved in 30 Rock. And 30 Rockefeller Center is in the heart of one of the greatest cities in the world, New York City. And there has been an off-Broadway musical. You're never going to believe this. I really do feel like I'm doing the morning show.
You're never going to believe this.
You're never going to believe this.
You need to. There has to be a list somewhere of little filler phrases for talk shows in general, but especially morning shows where
it's
you're never going to believe this.
Have you heard about this
yet?
Have you
heard about this yet?
I found myself doing it today.
Coming up, we have a cooking demo from. No. My segments were makeover. Loved that.
We're getting a makeover on Friday.
I love the makeovers.
Yeah, this
it's
is gonna
so
be fun.
Sweet. And then guy who showed us how to properly use a plunger.
That's actually really good.
And you know what I asked him? Guys, listen up. You can wash the plunger with your toilet water.
What?
After you plunge, make sure you flush, obviously. Put a little bit of bleach or whatever toilet bowl cleaner you have in there, and then you just dip it in, kind of rinse it out, and then that's all you have to do. I always got so stressed out after my shit-covered plungers would come out the toilet.
Yeah, I'm now thinking, I just want to apologize. I just moved out of my apartment that I had been renting from Matt Risch, and I just want to say,
King.
Apologies, dude. That plunger's covered in poop.
You could have rinsed it.
No, I couldn't have, because I didn't. I didn't know you. I didn't have you here to tell me what to do.
Morning TV is so important.
See, but I could never talk about poop-covered plunger on morning TV. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm so happy to be here. I feel like I can finally breathe. Because I'm with my sister, and this is not morning TV. Although people do listen to it in the morning.
Can you imagine?
Listening to us in the morning?
No.
I would say, well, I guess maybe if you want to be shocked into the day.
But get the fag off the airwaves. I'm not listening to that.
You know what I almost did today is I don't think so, honey. I don't think so, honey, that this podcast has become popular. I just feel
Save it.
Maybe I will do it later.
Do it later.
Because then people are like, why are they screaming during I don't think so, honey? And I'm like, babe, you're joining us in progress. It's in media res.
It's in media res.
We scream during that part of the podcast and during a lot of the other parts of it, too.
Here's what I scream for. Oh, wait. I just cut you off. I'm never going to believe this. There's an off-Broadway show in New York.
Can I say you literally did not cut me off?
I feel like I diverted.
Well, your feelings aren't facts, bitch.
Okay.
Hey, Trump. Anyway.
That's a
Hey,
call.
Trump.
Hey, Trump.
Your feelings aren't facts, bitch. That's Real Culture number 12. Hey, Trump. Your feelings aren't facts, bitch.
Watch that be the headline.
I would love that.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Should Las Culture start a feud with Trump? We have to move to Ireland like Rosie.
Well, listen.
So what do you scream for?
I scream for this off-Broadway show that's been in New York for a few years now. It has been truly a community-building cornerstone for theater goers, for people in the community, for tourists from all over the world. My own mother saw this show, and I would never take my mom to any Broadway show. She slept through Hamilton.
See, I don't get that because it's so loud.
It's a loud show, but we went on a Sunday after an SNL, and we were all tired.
Lin-Manuel, this has nothing to do with you.
This has nothing to do with you,
All right,
Lin-Manuel.
sweetie. So just you did amazing work on Hamilton. It's actually really close to number 13.
Lin-Manuel, you did amazing work on Hamilton.
It has nothing to do with you. That his mom fell asleep. But listen, I think I know what show you're talking about, and that show is Titanic. And I know that because, well, our guest is not only one of the original stars of it, but also the co-creator, co-writer. And I feel as though I have to harken back to the very first time I saw our guest, which was at La Poisson Rouge in a iconic production of Cruel Intentions, the musical, unauthorized, which also starred Amanda Schechtman. She was playing Sarah Michelle Gellar, and our guest was playing Ryan Phillippe. And one of the first things I ever saw was your bare ass. And now he shows his ass every goddamn night out in public. But no, this is like truly a moment in time because we saw this show, Titanic, and we were literally took to the mics and just let everybody know. And I've been so proud to see what it's done. I just saw it in the West End. It's in Australia. It's in Canada. It's all over the place. I mean, this is a true success story. It's now an Olivier Award-winning musical. Our guest is an Olivier Award winner.
Drama Desk, Lucille Lortel, the list goes on.
All the ones except Tony's until they get their shit together. But they kind of just nailed it on some of the nominations, I gotta say.
We can talk about that. He's so wonderful. What a funny writer, performer, talent, friend, traveler, world traveler. We're talking about this.
Always around the world
with his hot little friends.
Everyone, please welcome to your ears, Constantine Rousouli!
Oh my God. First of all, LOL to that introduction.
Well, listen.
I am so gooped and gagged to be here with my girls.
We forgot to say the big news, which is
God.
that Titanic is... You can see it in New York until June 15th, and then do you want to tell them what's so special about those final weeks?
Yeah, hot off the press, everyone. Marla Mandel and I will be coming back into the show for the final 2 weeks. And if we, sell out lots and lots and lots of tickets, maybe we'll pull a Phantom of the Opera and extend for another 6 months.
Knows?
But
You're willing to say that on this show?
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, all of these Las Culturistas people who listen... we can figure it out.
There's now so many readers, Katie's publicists and finalists, and I think that Kyle's, that really you have an opportunity here. You have a big opportunity here.
Yes.
Because how many times did you do it in the new space, the bigger space?
The bigger space, like a year.
Yeah, okay.
Because it was like half a year. It was like 6 months at the old UCB space
Asylum.
that you guys know, the Asylum. In the basement of Gristedes, which was wild, just mold, rats, and
it smelled awful.
it was disgusting.
Smelled really bad.
But you know what? It was like our favorite time.
Yeah.
Where were your where did you guys do changes, and what was the dressing room
Behind a
situation?
curtain, literally, or in like a closet.
But there's no space.
no, there's absolutely nothing. It was those 2 rooms, and we split all the boys in one and all the girls in one.
Right, and then there were the guts, like those gray brick hallways. Not brick even. It was just like those. But those were the smelly parts.
That was gross.
Because there was always an inch of water on the floor.
Oh, absolutely. It was the actual Titanic. I was like, ooh, this is very on brand. Let's go here. With shit on the floor.
Weren't there like Gristedes basement specific jokes in the original show?
Yes. We at the end of the show, Marla would say, "Thank you all for coming tonight in the basement of a Gristedes." And then we had to switch it. When we left.
When you moved.
When we moved to the Daryl Roth Theater, which is in Union Square.
Yes, I knew
Fuerza
that.
Bruta.
So I went. Fuerza Bruta.
Oh my God! I just the Fuerza Bruta shook.
Oh my God! The water.
Fuerza is watching.
The ghost.
The ghost of Fuerza.
Fuerza.
What is Fuerza Bruta?
I don't remember. All I remember is taking a gummy, and I was so. Can I curse?
Yeah.
come on,
It's iHeartRadio. I was so
honey.
fucking high that I looked up and remember they had this water crazy.
I never
thing
saw it.
Okay, well anyway, there was this immersive crazy. No one knows what it is. They're up in the rafters in this water thing, and I thought I was A, drowning,
Yeah.
B, panic attack, C, immediately left. And got food.
And got food.
You gotta go.
You went to
And put myself to bed
Republic.
because I was like, I've got to get
I
my ass.
gotta get the fuck out of Fuerza Bruta
Before
before I drown.
Before I drown and die. Meanwhile, I'm on the floor. Get it together, queen.
It happens
Breathing
sometimes.
air.
I remember one time I was too high in the pool and I had to get out because I was positive I was going to be attacked by a shark. That's these gummies.
Babe, I think that was meth.
That was math.
Sorry, babe.
Oh, right. That was a meth gummy.
That was a meth attack.
with a Vyvanse pill nestled inside.
Ooh, a little
Wait,
rainbow
y'all-
sprinkle.
Y'all don't fuck with water though, but y'all are so tied to water in so many ways. Tied
From
to
being
me-
Greek?
Being Greek.
From being Greek.
Sister.
Make out.
Honestly, wait though. We
know what I mean?
I do think I'm a Pisces person. You know what I mean? Greek.
definitely
Also,
water.
you're a Titanic.
I'm Titanic water. I mean, I'm an Aries, so she's fire as hell.
Is that cusp?
That must
no,
be
I'm
cusp.
full Aries.
Okay.
Full Aries. LOL. No, cusp is the 21st, which is Pisces Aries.
Yeah. Okay.
Because my sister's the 21st, so she's a cuspy bitch.
Yeah, cuspy.
But we love her. Hi, Ren.
Hi, Ren.
Hi, Ren. You cuspy ass shady bitch.
You
but I
and
love
Ren
you.
are the Sibs? Are the
The
Rousouli
Sib.
Sibs?
She's 2 years older. Best friend. Amazing.
Love.
You kind of
we
give
love.
little brother.
Oh, I'm the child baby.
No,
also,
yeah.
I mean, it's perfect. It's Aries. Like, I'm the baby of the zodiac. She's a
Is
monster.
that what is Aries the baby of the zodiac?
Yeah, you can either look at it as like baby of the zodiac or like the super like grandmother. Of,
Who's grandmother then? Who's on the other side of Aries that it's supposed to like be like the end of the
I
loop?
don't know.
Well, but that's Pisces.
Is it?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm last.
So you're.
I am the
you're my
wise
grandmother.
grandmother. Yeah.
Hey, Gma.
Hi, baby.
I love you,
Hi,
baby.
baby boy. I'm
Thank you
so
so
proud
much.
of you. You've done well. I die.
Immediately died. Death
No.
by grandma.
God, death. It's so awful. And so, why did you want to capitalize on it with Titanic?
On death.
On death? Because
Yeah.
you know what? It's going to be a brutal death when we leave New York City, and that's because you people didn't want to buy tickets. So
Is you're not losing because it's not buying tickets.
No, I'm kidding. I mean, listen. We've lasted 3 years, which is
Yeah.
in these
Amazing.
in dem streets
Yeah.
now and in dem times.
Yeah.
Can you believe that a little tiny ass off Broadway show could literally survive 3 years of a pandemic into Trump?
Yeah.
It's just absolutely mind-boggling that we still have been here and we've now gone all over the world. And I have to say, and I always say this, it's literally because of you two.
No,
That's
it's
not
Yes, I'm
necessarily
saying it now.
true.
I'm sorry.
No.
It's true.
If you're okay, let's assume that's true. What is not true is that it's both of us. I think it does squarely fall on Matt. The credit.
Can I? No, listen to me.
Both of you.
All I know is, and we're both gonna take this. We saw the show, and it was like it just reminded me. It actually literally inspired me because I was like, I'm not dragging what goes on Broadway. In fact, I think it's been a great last couple of years.
Yeah,
But I
she's
also
coming back.
think that the influence of that show and how much joy it brought and how much real comedy it brought, as well as like the incredible music, obviously, of Celine Dion, it just feels like it was a joyful idea that then became a joyful process, that then became a joyful performance, that then resulted in all this like joyful like discussion and consumption of it.
Yeah.
yeah. It was. I mean, listen.
Joyful consumption is a front runner for title of Ep.
Thank you. Joyful. Sister Act 2.
Sister Act 2.
Go into it now.
Really good.
Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Oh, you weren't. Oh, I just go.
It was
Go.
easy
It's
to
only my
talk
show.
about.
Just go.
It was easy to talk about.
so
Well,
easy to
you
talk
guys
about.
were so wonderful. I mean, granted, like I had known of you. We had met a couple times, and then you guys were just so lovely, and you really like championed this little tiny baby project in the bottom of Gristedes, and you put the word out there. So like we are so grateful. I am so grateful. I love you. I mean, I just want to reiterate that to the listeners, because it's really true. Like you have people who champion you and like push you forward, and you guys are so incredible at that, and always paving the way for other people. And it's not just one-sided. You are just uplifting, and I'm so inspired by both of you, and I love you to death.
Honey.
And that is I don't think so, honey.
And that's the show.
Oh my God, a
And
positive. I don't think so.
see.
Mitch.
Sorry, it's
seconds
true.
into the
I mean,
show.
I always tell you, but like, I really need everybody to know that, like, everybody has their own path, and like, people can be nice and help each other out in this crazy ass business in the world. Everybody, just be kind and be nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
And it really just goes a long way. And we are, we love you, and we're so thankful.
Well, I've seen the show. I can count on two hands now the number of
think
times
so,
I've seen
yeah.
it, but I think like
Losers.
across the world, I know losers.
Nothing to do on the weekend. I literally, we were in London for how many days?
Two,
like three.
three.
And
Yeah,
I was
you had
like,
to go.
should we
We
go see
had to
Titanic?
go.
Well, we had to see what it was giving in the
Yeah.
West End, and
It's
you have to
giving.
know
It's giving.
Really
Our
Our
giving.
babies are giving.
It's
I love them so
really
much.
good.
The
And
vocals.
The vocals.
I mean, everybody's vocals are insane in the show, like truly unbelievable. But like the vocals in London, I'm like, you monsters know how to sing.
Yeah, it's giving Olivier Award-winning and nominated performers all up and down the cast.
Yeah.
But an Iceberg bitch won.
Leighton.
Olivier.
Yes. Clap for Leighton.
Clap,
Our Leighton
Leighton.
Williams.
Congratulations.
Leighton is truly unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole cast is unbelievable. I love them to death. I just saw them. I was in London last night. I got back.
I can't believe.
Did you actually?
World Traveler.
World Traveler. Paris, then London,
Paris,
then New
London,
York.
Milan.
Yeah.
Bus,
Bus
plane,
club,
another
club.
no
Another
sleep.
club.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, the London production's unbelievable. It's at the Criterion. Go see it if you're in London.
And that's ongoing.
That is running until, as of now, I think January of 2026. So work.
Yeah,
And now it's in Paris as well. Work.
Unbelievable.
You just went to the theater in Paris?
Went to the theater in Paris, the Lido Theater. It's at the Champs-Élysées in that fierce area.
Fierce.
Oh
my God.
Didn't I go to Crazy Horse?
Oh my God.
Can you talk about that? 'Cause
Crazy
I
Horse.
think I think we should go.
You guys?
Let's go.
No. You
We're going
have
to France
go.
next month.
Okay, well, period. It has to be first on your list. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
We're going.
Wow.
The women are, I'm gay as hell. The women are the hottest things I've ever seen.
Love. I get it.
Truly, like stunning.
Tits. Good tits.
But like not fake. It's just like natural, gorgeous bodies.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I heard that from their tit to their navel, they all have to have the exact same inches. But they can have like little like kitten heels and like, I know.
That sounds devastating.
Sorry, Beth.
Sorry, Beth. You're half an inch off, baby.
Hit the road.
Yeah.
Queen.
Literally, you can choke, Beth.
Wow.
You'll never get this job. But yeah, no, it's unbelievable. But it's so precise in the lighting. It's the art. It is art. It is art. It's like Picasso. I'm like, what the fuck am I seeing? It is crazy.
I love
Oh my God.
the most unreal horse I've ever seen.
Now, do they bring out a horse?
No, I wish.
Look at that
Wow.
horse. Look at that
Horse.
Look at that horse.
Yeah.
We should see Cowboy Carter in Paris and then go to
We
Crazy Horse.
are. We are.
Yeah, make it a horse day.
We have the tickets.
We were told someone was getting the tickets.
I think-
Matt Whitaker is supposed to buy us tickets.
What
Okay,
did
so
go? Okay, whatever.
yes. Okay, so our plan.
You tell me
So
everything.
we're gonna be in Cannes from the
Love a
15th to the
Cannes.
19th
Love
because
Cannes.
we're promoting our culture awards, which you have performed on.
We won.
We
You
won
won.
Best Indoor Live Performance.
Indoor live performance.
Yep.
Went to Titanic 2 years ago.
Best night of my life, by the way.
That was
That
so
was
fun.
so much
You
fun.
guys, if you can ever get to a live taping.
Well,
Live taping.
now it is like a live taping.
I know.
Isn't it crazy?
I felt like it was like the gay Super Bowl. I came out and they were like,
Yes.
and I was like, wait, you have no idea who I am, but I love this, and I was eating it up.
No, but they did know.
They did know.
because-
I know,
but it was
because
so-
Our
it was
audience
crazy.
was just as excited for Titanic as they were for like when Julia Fox came out.
Exactly. There were at least
You guys,
two.
I felt it. I mean, my pussy fell out. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this is what it's like to like be Lady Gaga in front of like
It was surreal.
everybody.
There were at least 200 people in that crowd who've seen you be Fier,
Show your
who have
ass.
seen you be Link. You know what I mean? Have seen you on Cruel Intentions
Wait, literally, let's talk about this. So you've been Fiyero and Link
and Link
Yeah.
and Jack
and Jack
and Ryan Phillippe.
Wow.
And I'm gay as hell.
Yeah.
Looking
and
for a
that
husband.
means that you can do it.
You can do it too. I mean, gay actors work.
First of all, let's talk about that. Fiyero, which is Jonathan Bailey in the movie. Then we got Link, who's Zac Efron in the movie.
yeah.
Then we have Leo DiCaprio, heard of him, who's Jack in the film. And then we have Ryan Phillippe. That's a bang off if I've
Great.
ever.
Bang off.
That is a demon twink.
That is a Demon Twink's dream come true.
like Lollapalooza.
listen, I don't take it for granted, honey. Okay, it's
Come
it's wild.
on.
It's
And
actually
you were
crazy.
tying it all together.
You do
Yeah,
it
the
so
mentally
well.
ill, broke ass version. Cool.
Stop.
Holler at me at Constantine Rousouli. at
They will,
Instagram.
and you know they will.
They will. They holler.
They holler.
You come up on my Hinge a lot because it's like these are the hot guys that
Wow.
are like top shelf.
And you
I'm
don't
like,
say hello? How?
well, because
dare
I'm like,
you.
first of all, someone I know. It's like
No, I know
okay,
it's so weird.
It's weird, and also
is a
That
weird
is a
walk.
weird. It's a weird thing because some people then take it. Because you've done this
far.
before.
What?
When you like see a friend and you're like, hey, stupid, I see you.
Totally.
And you're like, whatever. And then it stays at that.
Yep.
Then there's other people who take it too far and they're like, wow, actually, Matt is really into me.
Uh-huh.
And then you're like, wait, actually, that was a joke.
I know.
Eeksicle. And then you have to.
And
know,
it's
I know.
you
Backpedal.
can't even be like too clear about it. You can't clarify. By the way, I I am attracted to you, but I don't think we would be a good match. It's like, but why would you why
Yeah,
would you
but
ever
I'll give you
say
a call
that?
later. Hey, I know that we just did this crazy bit on Hinge, but
Yeah,
this
no,
is
I
me
guess you're right.
really
I guess
calling
you're right.
to say I'd be down. I get less.
crazy, yeah.
I get less demisexual as I get older because I just value my friendship so much.
So do I.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
So do I.
It's like, but it's hard. It's a hard thing to figure out when you're a gay guy with fun, cool, attractive friends because, of course.
Because you're like,
It's really hard to be a gay guy with fun, cool, attractive.
I
friends.
know.
No, I
So
mean, no, I
hard.
don't.
Look at us.
What I mean is like it's. What I mean is it's like it's a difficult thing mentally
No,
because
no,
it's like
yes,
you
yes,
sort of
yes.
get in your head of like, okay, well, why not? Well, then it's like, and friendships are important.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
They're
And it's
number
like,
one.
it's like I said to a friend recently. I was talking about like a mutual friend of ours, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. I just had kind of a thought, and my friend goes, you know what that is? Friendship.
Oh,
That's actually okay. And I was like, okay, yeah, it doesn't have to be a thing I do gymnastics in my head about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Sometimes it's like, yeah, I have a friend that I'm like a little attracted to, and it's my friend, and I can have that boundary.
Yeah, absolutely.
How long? What's the tradition of you and Jake and Gus and like those pals
Oh my
traveling
God,
together?
my besties.
Your besties.
My-
You guys have so
The
much
crew.
fun.
You guys are
Literally,
always
like,
having a blast.
I know we are. It's just they're monsters. They're truly absolute monsters, and I wish them nothing but negativity.
Yeah.
That's a shout
Why you
out.
go on
That's a
the
shout out
Twitter
to my
show.
girls, my hermanas. We have our thread. It's just
hermanas.
sisters. We're all getting tattoos that say hermanas, but like one's getting her, I'm Ma, and I think Gus is Nas.
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 LOL. Can you
They're
believe
gonna think he's like a
Not
Nas
great. And then when you put it
superfan.
together, you'll be like, you guys okay?
Someone's taking a side in the battle
I
against
know.
Jay-Z.
Please welcome to the stage her. Yeah, they're the best. I mean, they're my brothers. Like they're the brothers I never had. I've known Jake for like 20 years now, which
Yeah.
is insane. We met on Facebook because everybody said we used to look alike, which we do. When we have the same hair, we're like very twinning.
Twinning.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
back in the day when we were actual twinks, people would stop me on the street and they'd be like, "Are you Jake Wilson?
Yeah.
Go Big Blue." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then they go to him and they're like, "Are you Constantine Rousouli?" And he was like, "Who is that?" And then he found me on Facebook and he was like, "Whoa, I think we should go out for a drink."
Yeah.
And then he MySpace.
MySpace.
Stroke. then he Facebooks me and he's like, "Let's go out for a drink." And I'm like, "Okay." I was like, "Everybody says we look alike." Doppelganger. I met him. We go to, wait for this, Bourbon Street on
Bourbon
46th Street. Remember that
Street.
place?
Wow.
Yeah, back in the day. we
Dating
just-
in that area.
Wild.
A vibe.
I used to live on 52nd and 9th, like
Sure.
above therapy, which is hush now.
Wow.
Good luck with my project. Go to sleep, honey. Like literally go to sleep. Go to sleep.
No, can't. No.
Yeah.
Too much thumping. And
So yeah,
Hush.
that's how we met, and I was like, "LOL, you are rich, and we'll never date." And then years later, we crossed paths again.
So wait, you went on a
Love
date
that.
though initially.
Initially, and I was like, "Haha, this is fun, cool, bye."
So there was no smooching.
Nothing. And then
Yeah.
2 years later, I'm on tour with Legally Blonde in LA.
Who are you in Legally Blonde?
I was Nikos, that one, and then I Warner after.
So, wow, you're
honestly,
doing it all.
really,
Connie.
This
Really
is
kinda nailed it.
theatrical leading
Yeah,
man
yeah,
vibes.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, yeah, with no career.
You better shut the fuck
Along my
up.
way to the middle.
Well, then I was like, wait, okay, so you guys meet up 2 years later.
2 years later, my roommate at the time and other like very good friend Courtney, she was like, "Hey, my best friend from college is coming," and I was like, "Yeah, cool, whatever. He can stay in our apartment." And she goes, "Well, there's no bed, so like you have a king size bed, so I guess he's gonna have to stay in your room."
What?
And I was like, "Courtney, that's crazy."
Courtney, take your break.
Yeah,
Courtney,
Courtney, take your break, literally. And then she was like, I was like, "Who is it?" And she's like, "Oh, it's Jake Wilson." And I was like, "Are you
That
kidding me?"
guy?
I was like, "That guy who's like my doppelganger."
And
I was
how long
like,
had it been
"Absolutely
again
not."
since the last time?
2 years.
Okay, okay.
Then she shows up to LA like a bat out of hell, comes into the fucking Oakwood Suite apartments, and I was like, "Hun, what is happening?"
Yeah.
And then
Besties.
ever since, slept in my bed. We like turned. It was like one of those like movies, and I was like, "I think we're gonna be best friends."
I think we're gonna be best friends.
And then we were like kiki gaggle. It
Oh,
was
I
the
love
best. It was the best ever. And then Gus came in, 10 years later,
Yeah.
and just wreaked havoc.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Y'all, three of y'all are
The best.
It's
the
a
best,
jam.
and there's like the right amount of chaos there from each of you.
Oh, beyond.
You know what I mean?
Beyond. I think yeah.
It's a good
Paramount
buddy
enough.
system 3.
Great.
You know what I
buddy.
mean?
three's
Like,
I can
good.
never travel with anybody else. There's 3 of us. That's it.
wait, but did you feel seen by White Lotus?
Cast
We literally
yourselves.
we were just in Paris and London, LOL.
Talking about
and I
this?
brought them. I brought them as my dates to the opening, and we were like, "We are the basic bitches from White Lotus." And I was like, "Which ones are you?" I was like, "Go."
We just did that last week with Joel Kim.
Yeah, we cast ourselves. Who are you in the 3?
I would probably be
Michelle.
yeah.
You're Michelle.
I'm Michelle.
I'm Michelle too.
I'm a Michelle.
And then
Who are you? Who are you?
I think I'm Carrie, hon. Out of
Honestly-
me, Joel,
honestly,
and Bowen.
Yeah, go on.
I think Joel is just
Joel
so
voted for
Leslie Bibb.
Yeah.
That big Trumper, that Joel
Big
Kim.
Trumper.
Yeah, that
hey,
Joel Kim Booster.
Trump, you got a fan in Joel Kim Booster. TRUMP? More like JKB. It's actually Real Culture number 14. TRUMP? More like JKB. He's gonna hate
it.
he is
that.
going to punch all of us in the
Yeah.
face. I
But
can't
we'll
wait.
like it.
Yeah, we'll
yeah,
love
honestly,
it.
we love it.
Totally.
Punch me.
Punch
Yeah.
me.
Somebody punch me.
Are you dating now?
He's on
She's
Hinge.
single as hell.
Single as hell.
What do you want? What's on the list?
What do you want?
What's
What do you
up?
want? I need to do a pros and cons list, and I feel like I've been told it's like the thing you're supposed to do, and I still haven't gotten around to doing it. So give us yours.
Pros: be an actual human. Be a legit person. I need you to do the fucking work.
Yep.
Get up every day, meditate, go to therapy. I mean, know who you are.
Yeah.
Have a great relationship with your family and friends, and just like respect yourself and respect people, love people, care about people. I don't know. Have something that makes you wake up every morning
That
and
is
like
a
you're
huge
grateful
thing.
for.
Huge.
I want gratitude. I want a funny person. I want a kind, respectful human who gets it.
Yeah.
Just don't play games. Like these fucking gays are wild.
Let me tell you.
They're wild, and it's always like, what's around the corner? And it's
Yeah.
like, you know what? How about you just look in front of you,
Yeah.
and get to know a human, and like pull back a fucking layer instead of sitting there and being like, you're really cool for the moment, and then but I'm completely looking around the corner.
Well, that's like all of LA, which is why I moved back.
Well, that's why I had to
you
leave.
can't.
You had to
go.
leave. You're a little incensed about this.
I am. I'm pissed.
Yeah. No. Okay. So talk about this.
Have you been given the runaround?
Oh, for
million
years.
times, yeah.
For years to run around. Or the ghosting is actually. Can we not ghost
Can we not
anymore?
ghost? Why would someone ghost you?
Because I feel like people, they think that they know what they want. They think that they're ready for a relationship, or they're ready to, open up, and they have it's
No
all,
idea.
It's all bullshit.
I
It's like
know.
it's face value. It's a facade. It's like, okay, I get it. You're insecure, and this is how you go about doing that. But you should also be a respectful human and say, I don't know, it's communication. If you're not feeling it, if you're asking me out and you're pursuing me, and you've DM'd me and slid into my fucking DMs and found my phone number and sent a letter by Stork,
Shit.
and then you have the audacity to not even respond
Yeah.
after we go out on a date and it was actually good, and you're telling me these things of like, wow, this was incredible, you're really an amazing person, I'm so happy we met, and then a full-on ghost. At least grow the fucking balls.
We are too old.
We are too old for this
Too
shit.
old!
You can easily, I would respect you so much more if you came to me and said, hey, that was incredible.
Yeah.
You're an amazing person. I just don't think we're a match.
Yeah.
I would love to be friends,
love
and if
it.
not, I'm happy we got to do that.
I
and I'd be
totally
like,
get
you know
that.
what? Incredible, thank you.
Yep.
And I have to say, like, I think people are doing it more than they were, but I get those messages, and I'm not upset.
Me neither.
I'm,
Oh my God.
All I feel is fine about it. I'm like,
feel
wow,
great.
that's awesome. Maybe we could be friends. So I do have a lot of
I have
friends.
a lot of friends, but still,
But-
I'm happy you're honest and open.
Totally.
Instead
Yeah.
of, well, that's also coming from people who actually, are not going to freak out and go insane because we're not insecure.
Totally.
So it's like, I feel like you do the work, whatever. I'd rather hear that. And I feel like the other people who are ghosting are so insecure that they're probably afraid of the other person's they're gonna yell at in confrontation. And it's
Yeah.
like, I get it, but like, you will be better off. Trust me, because I'm gonna see your ass at a fucking party.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna see you
Yeah.
all over New York City and or all over the world.
Yeah.
So
Because it's
why
so
make
small.
it awkward?
That's what sucks sometimes. The thing that chaps my ass is like how small the gay community is.
yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, I dated this person and it ended not well or whatever. I'm dealing with this. And someone was like, well, who is it? I'm like, you don't know him.
They do.
Who is it? And then I say the name, and it's like, oh yeah, this person, and I'm just like, I'm in hell.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, it makes you feel like you're in like a rat maze. You know what I
course.
mean? Like no matter what, you're gonna end up at like a dead end, or like you're gonna run out of like, which is a crazy thought.
Yeah.
But I do think it's worse in LA than New York. Like my bit is like, there's like 6 million gays in New York and 33 in Los Angeles. Like, so like broadening scope in terms of dating has become like important to me, because I kind of do want ultimately my partner to be someone that's like my partner. Like I don't
course.
really want to hear about their history.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Yeah, because there can be 100 gays in a room, and if 99,
And 99 and 99 have fucked each other.
99 have literally have all fucked each other.
That's a real culture number 15. There could be 100 gays in a room, and 99 have fucked each other. But it only takes one to believe in you, and that's Bradley Cooper.
Well,
yes.
no, wait.
Hard
hold
launch
on.
with Gigi, though. Hard launch with Gigi.
Wait.
Dispel the rumors. They hard launched their relationship on one of those. So she posted a carousel, and it was number 18 in the carousel. We just talked about
Carousel?
Carousel.
this. Did I say it weird?
Hey,
carousel.
you good, sis?
You good, sis?
Carousel. You find out I'm having a full-blown stroke.
Both of yous.
Wait.
I had strokes today this
strokes
morning.
today.
I mean, God forbid, but literally.
You just got off a
We just
got
did.
off a plane. I'm still jet lagged as hell.
Yeah, well, I understand. We just did the best carousel
at Epic
at
Universe.
Epic
Celestial
Universe
Park. You
in
have to
Orlando.
go.
You have to go. It's in Celestial Park.
Can't wait.
You Hermana should go to
Hermana should
Orlando.
go?
Hermana should go to Orlando.
Orlando.
Why haven't you been in that show?
I originally auditioned for it to be what's his face's standby.
Andrew Reynolds?
Andrew Reynolds.
Wow.
And Andrew actually got me the audition.
Oh,
I love that.
And then I
man.
went in, but it was, or he had told him, he was like, you should really see Connie for this. But it was like back in the day when I was so young. And it was the time when they weren't giving scripts out to anybody.
I don't like that.
So I had to go in at 10 a.m., learn that crazy song.
That's
that,
so
like,
stupid.
And then they're like, bye, see you at noon or 2 when you audition in front of the whole team without knowing any material. You're just like, have fun, like sight read this, and then here's the side, and just cold read. I was like, are you kidding me?
That's
and then they
so
were like,
crazy.
you're not the right type of funny. And I said, are
Not
you
the right type of funny.
I go, I am comedy.
It's like you become Fanny Bryce.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
Pratfall.
Like, why would you see? That's a devastating thing to be told, that you're not the right kind of funny.
I know. Isn't that sad?
Do you?
That was the Book of Mormon, who
Yes, of
we
course.
missed if no
You
people
did.
weren't listening.
They did miss, of course, but
did
you.
miss.
This
No,
is
it
my
was totally
thing.
fine. It was too. Andrew was incredible. All of them were incredible.
So incredible.
Too
good.
fucking high. I'm a high baritone. Okay, I'm not going to pussy pop these notes and have a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
8 shows a week on stage, being like, I believe. Like
Yeah.
I'm not
It's
gonna
crazy.
do
It's
that.
a lot.
It's crazy.
It's too. I'm like. Also, can we lower the keys for men? That's an I don't think so, honey. That I'm gonna get to later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, like the jig is up. We all do not have to be screaming fucking like mixy bitches.
Bowen just said no.
Mixy bitch.
Bowen is a countertenor.
no,
No, I
I'm
know.
Not.
I know.
First of all, you said something so prescient the other day, which is being born with an AMAB voice is a curse.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Did we make that a rule of
LOL.
culture?
We did not make that a rule of culture.
It's rule of culture number
Yeah,
15.
go.
Being born with an AMAB voice is a curse. We're off to the races on rules today.
Absolutely.
The rules are coming in hot.
Can I say something though? Someone commented, and I made the mistake of reading the comments on the sketch I did with Gaga, where we sang "Wonderful Tonight," and someone was like, "Bowen's only a scream singer." And I'm like,
please.
okay,
Everyone
How dare you?
Can I just pull back the curtain and say that I am proud of myself for just being present with one of our great rehearsers, Lady Gaga. She wanted to run that song a bajillion times,
Amen.
and we delayed rehearsals for it because I was like, no, we're getting this right, because she looks at me and she goes, I think it'll be funnier if we're really good at it. And I said, absolutely.
I always think that about musical comedy.
Same.
If it's
I agree.
well,
Absolutely.
it's so much funnier.
I agree.
And then we had to find we auditioned like 7 different keys, and I somehow kept my shit together next to Stephanie Germanata, and I was like, I'm with you wherever you want to go. And whatever, I'm not like, I'm only bringing this up because the keys are hard, and any AMAB voice that has to adapt to a key is doing a lot of emotional labor just for themselves in the audience. And I'm just saying that Gaga was fucking incredible.
First of all,
I'm
that
bringing this
was not
Scream singing.
easy, and it was not
No,
scream
it
singing.
wasn't
I
scream
actually was impressed by how effortless it felt. Like you were kind of just like tossing it up there, and I was just like really proud of you.
But the last time I felt that way, that I was like tossing it up, was at Chromatica Ball.
Well, you want to know
Whoa.
why? Because when you're on mushrooms, you're the best singer,
best
in, the
singer in the
world.
world.
It's actually real culture number 16. When you're on mushrooms, you're the best singer in the world.
Did you hear that? Yep.
What? So you're? Would you say counter baritone?
No, I'm a high baritone.
High baritone. Sorry.
I mean, I can like with a fierce mix though. My mix is unbelievable. But yeah, but like everybody's like screaming
I know.
hits, and they're like, "Can you full voice that?" I'm like, "How about you full voice your
own
own
my
fucking
foot
voice.
in your ass.
Yeah, how about you shut up?"
I wrote a lot of my Christmas music when I was 27, and
Which
you
is
can,
genius,
you can
by the way.
Tell. You can fucking tell.
What do you mean?
Because
I've
like
done that.
"Lube for the Sleigh," my song, the
That's in your
bridge is a
mix.
belted
Oh,
like
yeah.
ooh vowel on loop. It's just like, it's crazy.
Totally.
And you know what's funny is it's like, I didn't realize I didn't know how to sing my own music until I started with a voice coach. And it broke it all open for me. Now I like love going there, like warming up your voice. Like, do you stay on top of your vocal health?
I do. I mean, yes and no. I mean, I feel like after doing 8 shows a week is insane, and you're just like mentally and physically drained. So you're like, I need like a month or two off, like between gigs or like whatever. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely those moments where you have to be on it. Like I'll always check. It's like a sick and twisted like space that you wake up and you're like,
Yeah.
You wake up every day and you're like, I have to check. Even it's like 3 months the show's done and you're like, oh, I'm still checking to see if my voice is there. It's just it's crazy.
Sure.
We call it musical theater mental illness, but it's wonderful.
It's not mental illness. It's no, it's
but you got to stay on it for sure.
You're keeping your chops up.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know when, Broadway's going to call
Truly.
and say, hey, you're on.
It's time to shred, bitch.
Time to shred, bitch. I mean, this literally just happened after pandemic. Do you remember like the height of Broadway coming back and everything was canceled? Everybody was getting COVID for the 8th time.
Right.
They're like trying to get these shows back open and blah, blah, blah. I hadn't done Wicked for 7 years. And I got a phone call. It's Christmas Eve, like 2 days before Christmas Eve. And I'm back in Jersey at my mom's. And I'm at the gym because, got to get the workout in before the Christmas spirit.
Of course.
So I go to the gym up the street and I get a phone call from my stage manager from Wicked, who I hadn't spoken to in forever, Mary Beth Abel, who I love. And she was like, she calls me Stan. Constantine. If you guys didn't catch that. So then she literally calls me. She goes, Stan? And I go, MB? She goes, what are you doing? I was like, what are you doing? She's like, well, what are you doing? I was like, I'm at the gym. She's like, so do you want to come back into the show tomorrow night? I was like, tomorrow night? I was like, what? No, not even to be Viero, because I first started as the understudy. And she goes, in your original track from 12 years. 12 years. It had been like 12 years, but I hadn't been back in the show for like 7.
Got it.
And I was like, ma'am, you want me to put that skirt track on and you want me to like, I don't know, lift a bitch, stage right, 4 in the dark, and be a cog in a wheel? And she was like, yep.
Yep, basically.
She's like, you remember it, right? I was like, are you kidding me? She goes, you'll be fine. I marched my ass to that theater, got back into my old costumes, because the best thing about Wicked is these motherfuckers have your costumes in crazy Ziploc bags in a warehouse.
Stop.
And they just call an assistant and they're like, get Connie Rousouli's costume from circa 2010, blah, 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 shoes and all. Literally in a beautiful package.
Oh my God.
Splayed out on this dressing room table. And you're like, wait,
This is it.
LOL, am I going to fit into this? Because I was a twink back then.
You did.
You know what? I have a fat ass and a bad attitude, and I went right into it.
Yes.
Wow. How great attitude.
Great attitude. No, it was great. But it was crazy. I was like, this is psychotic. Speaking of, just getting random phone calls and having to be ready.
Well,
Oh my God.
you're describing 2 impossible situations. One involving sight reading, that's an I don't think
That
so,
was
honey.
crazy. True. I don't read music, so I just
No.
I'm one of those.
I don't even understand what they like. My thing is like, okay, so, and probably this is a little bit the deal, but it's like, do you want it to be good or do you want it to be not good? And maybe sometimes they want it to be not good so they can just like invalidate people. But like,
That's so awesome.
can you speak a little bit? What the fuck is auditioning for musical theater? I did it twice and I wanted to kill myself.
It is it's hell. They give you like 87 fucking packets of material and you're like, haha, learn this in one day. And you're like, wait a second, I have to now, back in the day when we started, I had to hire a pianist, put it down on a stupid like voice,
Which is money, by the way.
Casio.
Yep.
Yeah.
And time.
Money and time, and like, going to just hire a pianist is like at least $100. And I'm like, cool, can you just play this for me and like plunk this out so I can learn it within 4 hours? I mean, it's crazy. They give you the stuff, and then they want you to be as off book as possible. So it's like you're epically going in and failing.
So challenging.
Yeah.
That's such a setup.
And
for
then if
failure.
like you're like, wow, I'm really good for this part. I remember being like, oh wow, this is really something that I'm dying to do, and I'm really good for it. And it's just written musically a little bit too high.
Right.
Because the person who did it in the fucking workshop or the reading, has a higher voice than you. And there's this thing in musical theater that the higher you sing, the better vocalist you are. And we have to stop that narrative.
No, that's
Yeah,
so
you're
not
right.
And it makes me
true.
crazy because it's like, well, all these little like meow mixy girls who are like screaming tits, they're like, oh, she's the best voice in the world. I'm like, she sounds generic as hell. You sound basic.
I
You
gotta
sound
tell
like
you, there's no
Sir
texture up
Mix-a-Lot,
there. Yeah.
Mighty Mouse. I don't want to hear
Sir
that.
Mix-a-Lot,
Like, where's like,
Mighty
give me a
Mouse.
Bernadette Peters. Give me like,
Yeah.
give me a legit,
Give me
give me
this.
Audra. Give me like Carol Channing. I don't know. Give me a fucking actor again. Like give me
Yeah.
somebody who can act the fuck out of something and then be able to sing and then put it in their key. So that's why when I wrote Titanic, I said, I never want anybody in this business. I'm looking at you, okay, to come in for me if I ever write another musical again. I want you
Which
to
you will.
I want them to feel as comfortable as possible because I never want that
bless
feeling
you.
of like I am so right for this, but I just can't sing
Can't
it.
sing it.
What key do you want it in? I'd be like, hey, you're incredible. I want you.
Yeah.
So what is gonna be so comfortable for you 8 shows a week? I want you to be able to sing that.
I could
Yeah.
cry. That's
Literally, I was
beautiful.
like, and people would be like, I've never been in a room like this before.
Right.
And I was like, I know. I've been there. And I've had like full on crazy panic attacks after being like, I fucked myself and I'll never get seen for this casting
that by
director
that casting
again.
director, yeah.
And they saw the worst of me because I was too high and I cracked. And like, then you just go through a spiral and then you
Yeah.
hate your instrument. And you're like, no, you should love your instrument.
Oh, absolutely.
This is what you were like blessed with.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I want to show you the actual true self of my voice and my talent. So like having a fucking key
Yeah.
and changing it is not a big deal.
No.
not
I
at
don't
all.
think so, honey.
Yeah.
Wait a
no.
minute. That's like round of applause.
I
That's,
mean, that was really important for everyone.
Really
I remember,
important.
like Henry is so, and like these musical directors, they can do it.
can,
You know
but
what I
they-
mean?
hard.
Like,
But it's their ego too. They're like, no, it's gonna sound better like that, and they just then they fight you, and I'm like, hey, actually,
I know
to
my
the
voice.
naked ear,
Yeah.
sorry, babe,
Yeah.
no one's gonna know the difference.
Yeah, no, no.
If you lower this a half a step, no one's gonna know because in your voice, whatever key is going to be your climactic belt or like the climax of the song is going to sound unbelievable because it's in your range.
and it's in context of
and
what
it's
the
in
song has
context of the
been.
song and it's in context of your talent and of your
Yeah.
gift. It's like, hello.
Yeah.
No one knows if I'm hitting a fucking A or a
Right.
D.
Unless they're like those people with like perfect pitch that are like that want to tell you about
Yeah,
it.
the Rachel.
I don't
Berry-
need to know.
Yeah, I don't need
I
to
don't
know.
need
Can
to
I say
know.
something?
Yeah, I don't need to know.
I don't need to know that you have perfect pitch. It's actually Real Culture number 17. I don't need to know that you have perfect pitch. That's
Period.
great.
And that's on period.
And that's
period.
on period and culture. And speaking of culture, we should ask the question.
Yeah. Constantine Rousouli, what is the culture that made you say culture is for me? The formative culture that made you move in a cultural direction?
the formative culture.
There
Okay.
can be many answers.
There's many.
Yeah.
I just will always remember, I mean, clearly TRL.
I saw Carson Daly this morning, and
Did
I'm
you?
so gagged. Like he just walks around today's show, like that's what he's doing now, and
just
I'm like,
owns it.
that's Carson Daly.
I know. That was like, for me, I remember coming up, rushing home, getting off the bus.
Yep.
Throwing my backpack on the counter, being like, "Where's a sandwich, ma?" And then grabbing like a Diet Coke and
Yep.
sitting my fat ass on the couch with a bag of chips, watching
fat ass back then, too?
Oh, I was a fat kid growing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was a husky mama.
Yeah.
Husky mama.
We shopped at the husky section.
Love.
So you
Yeah.
drank a Diet Coke, ate chips, and like
Ate
turned on
chips and
TRL,
turned on
see if
TRL.
Oops, I Did
And
It
then I'd
Again
be
was
like,
number one again.
Yes.
And then I'd be like learning choreo, putting in the VHS to be like, oh my god, the video's gonna play. And then my sister would come in, and then she would annoy me, and I'm like, shut up, the video's playing. It's Britney. Oh, it's
You
Britney
and
Christina.
Jake are besties.
I mean,
Like,
that's
you're the same
same
person.
person. It's sick.
I
But,
love
like
it.
he's number one Britney fan.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna take that.
You can't even
You can't even
try.
try.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean,
Yeah.
she'll literally blow me up
Blow you
and
up.
throw poop at my face.
Oh my god. Okay, so TRL.
Like some sort of
TRL.
baboon
God, don't you miss that? A baboon.
on the carousel.
The carousel.
TRL rocked.
TRL was like, that let me have it.
Yeah.
Truly let me have it, and it like shaped everything. I mean, I highlights, and I went to this local CVS and like had this whole hair dyeing fiasco in my
Sure.
bathroom.
Who was who was the person that inspired that the most? Was there like because there was JT doing his like frosted curls.
I think it was Nick, Backstreet Boys.
Nick Carter.
Carter.
Wow.
That was the first concert I ever saw. It was Backstreet
Backstreet Boys?
Boys.
It's a good
LOL.
one.
Great one. But they let me have it.
Yeah, they sing.
They were fantastic.
They sing down.
Backstreet
And
Boys
choreo.
And choreo. We have to explain something because I guess there are younger listeners who don't understand the impact of Backstreet Boys.
Oh,
Oh, the
God.
boy bands. Like it was girl
boy bands.
It was girl bands, boy bands.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
you guys have no idea what it did to us.
First email I ever sent from a computer in the business center of like some stranger's apartment building that we went to for like a family dinner in Canada was to the official Backstreet Boys fan site account. Like, hi, I want to say hi to Nick Carter. I love you. This is Bowen. And my first email I ever
You sent a little gay email.
a little game
Wow.
to Nick Carter.
Nick Carter.
He really was the one.
He was the one.
And then as you get older,
Although Kevin
Kevin.
can
I
get
wanted
it.
to climb
Kevin,
him
you
like
can
a
get it now.
tree.
Howie, I met backstage at SNL 50. The sweetest guy.
You know who I wanted to fuck bad?
Who?
AJ.
Oh, he's bad boy.
AJ
Could get it.
with
He
his little
actually-
beanie and his goatee and his tattoos.
Also that
He could
the
fuck.
the vocals on AJ.
Yeah, he was kind of the sound of that group. It
Well,
was
yeah.
not Nick.
It was not
Nick.
Nick.
Would float in with his little nasally tenor.
Well,
but
it's
it
like
was,
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
JC.
JC has the voice.
JC taught me everything I know.
Same.
Kevin was mysterious. Oh no, I'm sorry. I need to correct it. It was not Howie that I met backstage. It was AJ, and AJ was so sweet.
Yeah, AJ is a doll.
AJ's a doll, but Kevin, I think
Kevin is hot.
Kevin's gorge.
Like stunning.
Stunning.
Like hasn't changed at all.
Right.
Yeah, Backstreet Boys, TRL. Was
Backstreet
there
TRL.
and
Ricky Martin also
Ricky-
let me have it.
who I he's
Did he do something to his face because she looks unbelievable?
He looks
I think he's just
amazing.
always been beautiful.
No, I mean he's
He's a vibe.
The vibe. Yeah. He was my vibe. Livin' La Vida, fucking loca.
Fucking loco.
Punched me in the clown
Yeah.
so hard back
No,
in the day.
I
And
know.
I could only go to Coconuts and or Sam Goody, if you remember that.
Sam
Yeah.
Goody.
Where we had to, I don't know, go to a place to receive music, everybody. You know, Gen
Yeah.
A.
Yeah.
Who... There, you just get it on your phone. I had
Yeah.
to wait, and I would be pissed. I would go to every like CD store to like try and get this album when Ricky Martin came out.
And it could be sold out. This is
It
like
was sold out.
Just,
It was
just so
sold
you
out.
know, like
It was- Yeah, you
guys, you
with
get it.
streaming now, where it's like, oh, I can pre-save it. There's like leaks early. It's like no,
No, you had to
this
wait
was
weeks.
truly. I remember like needing desperately to get there on the day "Oops, I Did It Again" came out.
yeah.
This
Same.
album because I was like, it might not be there for a week.
It's gonna be gone.
to
Within
wait in
30
line.
seconds. Wait in line.
You had to drive to Borders, and yeah, the CD wouldn't be there, and you
Yep.
had to go to another a Sam Goody, a fucking
Yeah.
It was
Coconuts.
Coke. What's Coke? Is that a Jersey thing?
I think that's a Jersey thing, or maybe it's tri-state. Do you remember?
I don't
Coconuts?
remember
What's
coconuts,
Coconuts?
but I'm
Same
not
thing. It was
from
a CD
like
store.
I love
Yeah.
it.
It was crazy, but yeah, I would be pissed. And the only thing that my scroungy little hands got on was Ricky Martin's "Livin' La Vida Loca" on cassette. So I had to then wait. Okay, then you guys, we had to wait.
had to
When
wait.
the cassette ended, you had to rewind.
You had
that
to
shit.
rewind
Rewind or
it.
flip it. Yeah.
Flip
that
it and
was
reverse it.
crazy.
Reverse
Just
it.
having to flip it and reverse it. Wait,
And then the
no.
other side was like the Spanish side. So I was like, okay,
Oh,
now I'm gonna listen to this in
everything.
Spanish.
Learn some Spanish.
If you
Yeah.
think I'm not off book on No Me Ames by Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony, I have news for you. I'm kind of not. But I was at one point.
Guys, now that's comedy. That's called a
No me
reversal.
hables, porque piensas. It's everything.
It is
also, my
everything.
favorite Ricky Martin song is a ballad.
Which one?
She's all I ever had. That one.
Guys, vocals. It is 12:55, and we are singing down.
I'm not singing. Y'all are.
But you could be.
I could be.
Yeah.
I gotta lube up. But wait.
She's all I ever had. That was everything.
Titanic, a jukebox musical for Ricky.
For Rick
Would you
Should we?
do a jukebox musical again or? Is that...
Yeah.
No, but
I
you would
mean,
want to write your
No,
own.
write your own.
thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to write my own music. That's
We'll do the book.
That's
Duh.
my. Yeah, we'll do the book for
course,
sure.
of
I mean, yeah, MGM, Fox, everybody,
Yes.
come to us. We have guru. I mean, just hire us.
Wait, can I ask a question? How can Titanic be on the West End but not Broadway?
Good question.
Yeah.
But I
tell-
don't get it.
Tell us.
I don't know. I think here's the thing. You know, there's different models.
Sure.
I would say there's different models for every show. You know, we were this random jukebox musical that came out right after pandemic. So I think our producer was, you know, trying to keep it small in the sense of like, let's build the brand and not go too hard too soon.
Yeah.
You know, and then it started like really picking up speed and momentum. And I think we had an opportunity in the height of it, like when Marlon and I were gonna leave. It was like June of 2023.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like I looked out in the audience and it was like you guys again, and like
Again,
that's
again.
it. You guys again and again, and it was like Margot Robbie and Matt Bomer, who is the hottest person I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I
he listens to the show. Hey, girl.
Matt,
Shout
it's
out.
Connie from Titanic, and we never met backstage because you left, and I was pissed. But you
Matt.
made me so nervous, and nobody ever does. So I love you.
He's pretty beautiful.
Yeah,
He's
gorge.
so gorge.
And then it was like, Lauren. And then Lauren was there.
I know.
And RuPaul. And just like all these people. And you're like looking out in the audience. You're like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Like we never expected any of that to happen. So you're sitting there and you're just like, okay, maybe this is going to transfer. And this is going to go to Broadway. And I just, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
There's never it could possibly happen
Yeah.
again. I think we were fighting the parody of it all, and
Sure.
people, especially in the business, are like, "Oh, snooty, or this is Broadway. We don't do parodies." When I'm like, I know but it's a new comedy, and clearly the world loves it. And we just won an Olivier, which is like the Tonys of London.
Yeah.
And for
Huge.
It's bringing theater back.
and I'm like, can't we just like have fun again, and just laugh, and we don't have to always learn lessons when we go to the theater.
Sure.
And it doesn't have to be this like highbrow, crazy story about mental illness and pills. And I'm like,
Nice cycle for a mycologist tonight.
yeah, exactly. So it's,
That was my Alice Ripley. Lauren.
really good.
Lauren.
Just got an Alice Ripley.
Hello.
It's really pertinent now.
So I just think there's room for everything. There's room for everything on Broadway, and I wish sometimes the bigwigs of Broadway didn't like look down to a comedy that is just like, oh, this is a dumb comedy.
Meanwhile,
comedy's harder than dramas, you guys.
100%. Meanwhile, Oh Mary is like a Pulitzer
First of all,
Prize finalist.
Example, Cole.
Yeah.
I am so
It's beyond.
inspired by them. That was one of
Incredible.
the craziest things and most incredible things I've ever seen in my entire life. That whole
100%.
cast, everything. So it's like, yes, cool, fun, crazy, weird, new work is allowed.
Yeah,
We're
can
allowed
pop
to
off.
play, and clearly it's working. The people want it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, maybe we will one day get there. But I think right now it's just we kept it as an off-Broadway show, and I think it just sat there. And I think we were building the brand, and it just was like our little baby that just is
That
waiting
also
in the
made it
wings.
Cool, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I feel like it's like there's something
Yeah.
about it that felt like you got to, especially when
It
it was
is
in
a cool
that tiny
underground thing.
theater.
So cool.
It was a cool underground thing.
Yeah,
so.
and if you saw it.
It will always be a unicorn.
Yeah,
Like-
it was a magical unicorn.
Like whatever. Like this is what Catherine O'Hara says in the studio. It's like about movies. It's like a great movie is great forever. Like a great show like that is literally great forever, and it is literally around the world.
Thank you.
You should be so proud.
That's so beautiful. Like to have an extension of you. Like I always, this is the stupidest, dumbest comparison that I'm gonna make. And look, I'm looking in the camera. I know how dumb I am. Okay, I know.
smart.
I don't need you to tell me.
Smartest person I
hate
know.
that this podcast is popular because I have people telling me how dumb I am. I know that. I've
No,
known it
he's
for
the
years.
smartest person I know.
What I'm gonna say is, it's like when you book a pre-show at a theme park, and you
It lives
perform
forever.
hundreds of times a day, and you don't even know it.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
Titanic is every night around the world,
Yep.
sometimes twice a day. It's making people happy. You are like writing and performing all the time without even doing that, and that is such a beautiful thing about art and theme parks.
Thank you. Honestly, that is the best compliment ever. I am so
Like I was
so-
watching, I went to Universal when we were there. I was there the day before with my sister, and they have the Bourne Stuntacular, which is a Jason Bourne stunt show. And Julia Stiles does the
honestly,
pre-show serving jacket, and Julia Stiles serves this pre-show so hard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she has to know, Julia. You have to know. You're giving it to the girls.
Every 20 minutes.
Dozens of times a day,
Everything,
every
yeah.
20 minutes. You're up there giving the jacket of a lifetime.
work.
My favorite part of it, and then we don't have to talk about this anymore, is she's dead in the movie series. Like, spoiler, like Julia Stiles is fully
She
dead.
is?
She gets blown up, and she gets blown up and like literally lays in the street like this.
Oh,
And then in the pre-show, she goes, "Jason believes I'm dead," and they show her death like, and I'm like, "Cause you are."
Canonically, she's alive though.
I guess now. So if you were a huge fan of the Julia Stiles character in the Bourne movies, she's alive.
Wow.
she's alive and
She
well.
lived.
Also, bring back Save the Last Dance.
Can I tell you something? Yes.
I think that might be our next musical. Why not?
Okay,
Why
you're coming up with that
not?
idea right now?
I'm coming up with that idea right now.
Because you know what they're literally doing? 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah.
I know.
Curry
Also, you know what
Jepsen.
else is going to be good? And I'm going to throw it out there. Center Stage.
Oh,
Full parody of Center Stage.
really good.
That's niche. It's a niche market. Everybody, go watch it.
Go watch
It-
it. Niche is over. It doesn't matter. It's everything.
It's everything. Yeah, it's everything. It was that shaped me back in the day too. Talk about culture.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
go back to this. TRL
Center Stage.
Zoe Saldana's like sort of like entrance into the mainstream.
The mainstream.
Didn't we put it on Fire Island one year? We just like had it playing in the background where we were like making
And
food
like
or
Donna
something.
Murphy, like come on.
Donna.
I was just talking about this with Christopher Wheeldon, who is a very good friend, who's our girl from MJ, Ballet Dancer to the Stars.
Come on now.
And we were chatting about it, and he was just like, "Yeah, he worked on that movie." So he told me all the tea, which we'll talk
tea.
about after.
Honestly,
can't
there's
share
probably
it.
such good stuff from back then.
Unbelievable!
Wow.
Unbelievable
Zoe
tea.
Saldana's beginning of her career was literally Center Stage and then Crossroads.
And then Crossroads.
When wasn't she pregnant in it?
in Crossroads.
Was she?
Was she the pregnant one or was that Taryn Manning?
I think it was Taryn.
Taryn.
Think about that trio.
Kim Cattrall.
Oh my God! I forgot.
Taryn
Playing the
Manning,
mom?
Britney
Playing the mom.
Spears, and Zoe
Britney's mom.
Saldana, and Kim Cattrall as the mom.
I
Britney's
mean,
mom.
that is crazy.
I need the oral
Amazing.
history now.
Crazy. And then Coyote Ugly. This is like the
Oh.
year of movies.
Oh my
Coyote
God.
Ugly is something I watch whenever it's on. It also has one of the hottest sex scenes ever if you watch the extended version.
I think I've
Okay,
seen
wait. Do you remember that? My favorite scene.
What?
What's your favorite scene from Coyote Ugly? I'm about to blow your damn mind.
Is it?
it. Wow.
I don't know. What is it?
Nope.
Mine is the sex scene.
No, I'm asking you what yours
Oh
is.
no, mine is the sex scene
period.
when they're. It's like his name is Adam Garcia. He was also a Fierro.
He was in London.
Yes, this
Very
guy
hot.
is. He is the
Hottest. Look him up right now.
guy ever. He was
beautiful hair.
He was beautiful, like dark, like black hair. Honestly, kind of looks like Matt Bomer,
Yes.
but like a little bit more like.
No, he had curly like those. Didn't he have like the curly locks?
I almost used the word supple.
Supple. Locks?
Yeah, this one.
I've seen him.
Everything.
Yeah,
everything.
Show the
Let me
camera.
see, show the camera.
Like, get into it.
Hold on. I gotta zoom
Okay,
in.
yeah, and there was a whole scene where he did the striptease. This is the best scene.
Body.
Yes.
Yes.
What's the
My
best
favorite
scene?
scene. Do you remember when
Wait,
she?
do you have ever seen a kind of
Never seen it.
Okay, Bowen.
Sorry,
we're
Tyra.
Literally
Get
gonna
ready
go.
to jack off.
Yeah. Yeah. Go home now.
Sorry, Tyra.
Sorry, Tyra. Do you remember when she goes and brings her cassette tape to like the label?
Yes, I do.
And it's that fierce black woman who's
Yeah.
sitting there, and she's like on her phone.
Yep.
And then she gives her thing. She goes, "Hey, I'm so sorry. Can I leave this for you?" And she was like, "Honey, let me tell you something. My daughter tells me that she's a bisexual and that she hates me more than anybody else in the whole motherfucking world. Now let me tell you, how can I make your dreams come true? Because I am dying to know." Monologue for the stars.
Oh my God.
Best part of the whole movie.
TikTok.
Let
Put
me
that on
have it. I need to find her.
My best bisexual
she is
daughter
unbelievable.
tells me she hates me more than anyone else in the world.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you. Now tell
let
me
me
how
tell
I
you.
can make your dreams come true because I am
dying
to know.
Where is the
Honey.
Oscar for that?
Isn't that? It was the best monologue I have ever seen in a movie.
That's like one of those like doubt style like actress pops in.
She
slays
needed an
it,
Oscar
runs
nomination.
out.
She needed an Oscar nom. It was I still remember it. That was what,
Yeah.
like 25 years ago.
Some things
Is
just
something
live in
wrong
your
with
bones
me?
Yeah.
from that era, though. From this era that we're specifically talking about.
Yeah.
Like our brains being like truly spongy in a way where it's like now I can put on movies from that time or movies that I was watching at that time, like Grease.
And be off book.
Off book.
Off book.
Yeah.
Off book on Clueless. Off book on like Bring It On.
Oh my
Bring It On
God!
was huge for me.
You can quote anything from Bring It On.
Truly.
Anything.
We met Big Red. I know we've said it before.
I'm still.
We did meet Big Red.
Red.
We literally Big Red.
Who's also
came-
intimidated the Teenage Witch.
Yes, she was.
Yep.
That's right.
Lindsay, she came up and we were at Coachella. We were leaving, I think, Charlie XCX.
Charlie.
And
This
she came
year.
up and
This year.
this woman comes
3
up and
weeks ago.
she's so kind and she goes, "Oh my God, I just want to say, I listened to your podcast with my daughter. She's right over here and the daughter's so cute and waves." And then we're like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." And then she goes, She goes, I played Big Red in the movie Bring It On. And we both
Does she look the same? What does she look like?
She looks the
So you're like, girl, we know it's
same.
you.
Gorgeous.
No. In fact, I think it was a little dark or whatever, but I'm so happy she said that.
Yes, me
Because
too.
the second she did, I literally like...
You're like, I sizzle, I scorch, and now I pass the torch. The ballots are in, and one girl has to win. She's quirky, she's fun, and now she's number one. Torrance.
The whole thing. We've done it on this podcast before in these very chairs.
We are gay as hell.
I have to
I
tell
love
you,
it.
she was so nice, and then I had this like lovely DM exchange with her after where I
too.
didn't realize in the moment that she was also on Sabrina,
Yeah.
which I watched.
Religiously.
Oh, yeah.
I wore that show out, and
Harvey,
then Bring It On.
my first
Harvey.
fantasy boyfriend.
You kind of
You're
favor
Harvey.
Okay.
You're a Harvey. type.
Where's Harvey?
Where is
Oh,
Harvey?
Most handsome boy.
You there, Harv?
Well, you know what happened to Jenna Lee Green.
Nessa.
Nessa Rose.
Nessa Rose. Also, she was, I think, she understudied Elphaba. When we
Yes, she did.
we were very good friends in LA.
Wow.
Love
Really?
Jenna Lee Green. Yes.
Love.
Shout out.
She is a
that.
talent.
She's
Like
an
her,
icon.
Icon legend.
Libby.
Libby.
But do you remember when she was in, what was that? Oh my God, I'm having a blank. Off-Broadway show with John Hill and Michael Arden.
Oh.
And Natalie Joy Johnson. And
is
oh
a
my
good group.
God.
This is a great group. I
It
would see that
was
show today.
It was about like the two gay boys in Catholic high school and they fall in love. Oh my God. What is it called?
I don't remember it either.
You guys-
Boys in Catholic high school and fall in love.
I like that
Wicked.
as a title.
Wicked.
Wicked. I like it as a title.
What is
I
this feeling?
can't remember
so
what the
sudden
name.
and gay.
Anyway, but Jenna was in that. She was leading that.
She absolutely
vocals down.
Yeah,
I will
vocals
sometimes
down.
watch like I'm sure I'm with the right people to share
Oh,
this
of
with.
Elphaba.
Just a compilation of Wicked Witch of the East, which I think is the best.
Shoshana. Sorry, Shoshana's the best.
Shoshana.
Period.
I
That's
will
my
say
girl.
Jenna Lee Green
Show, I love you.
gives you a big full belt run for her
Oh,
money.
she does. Jenna's incredible.
The Wicked Witch. I love it. It's the best. Why isn't it on the album? That's why I don't think so, honey.
Slime tutorials of Wicked Witch of the East. That is
that
an
is niche.
unexplored territory that I have not.
Wait,
It's
what
like-
is?
Slime tutorial? That's unexplored territory.
Oh yes.
yeah.
yes,
Does,
yes, yes,
does that
yes.
count as a slime tutorial or no?
Yeah.
What's slime tutorial?
It's like it's just like it's like bootlegged
Yeah.
cuts of things. But that
It's
is
like
specific-
Chris. It's like Chris. What's haunting you?
oh, sure.
I might be misusing the term.
I like it.
I
though.
like it though. Let's
Yeah.
use it.
Let's
Well,
use it.
speaking
Bring
of
it back.
slime, this was Nickelodeon culture. This was also around that time. The TRL Nickelodeon. This was 1999, 2000.
Yeah, yeah.
This
it
was the millennium.
Yeah, this was the time.
What was Sabrina on?
Sabrina was,
It
on Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
Or was it
No.
Disney?
Was it ABC? Was it part of TGIF?
It was
It was
TGIF.
Yeah, it was.
TGIF went so hard.
Oh, I know. I couldn't wait. Because what were we gonna do on a Friday? Let's go to our friend's house and
No way.
Not me.
No.
I would get on the bus on Friday, and my mom, who would just walk me to the bus, I would look out the window because this is a weird thing. I was really afraid of the bus. I used to
Really?
have anxiety attacks about getting on the bus and not having anyone to sit with. So I would get on the bus through middle school and high school. Not through high school, through elementary school and middle school. This was the thing. So I'd get on the bus and look out the window like terrified, like me, like dying, shaking, and my mom would go, to remind me that it was coming on later.
Mother, I need to hug
And
her. I love her.
It would make me feel so much better because I knew that if I just could get through school, I could watch TGIF.
Oh, I
Boy
love
Meets
that.
World.
Boy Meets World. Topanga.
Topanga.
That hair, those tits.
Can you
Gorgeous.
imagine
my
a woman
God.
named Topanga?
Yeah, literally, like, get out of here.
Get out. I love that.
I love Topanga.
Yeah, Topanga. Like, who thought that was a good idea?
So obviously someone genius.
Well, I'm
Topanga
sure they probably-
Canyon.
Topanga Canyon. I'm sure they lived in Topanga.
Exactly.
Do you think she was named after the canyon in which she was
Absolutely.
born?
Where else
Yeah.
are they pulling that from?
Yeah, where are you pulling that? Because Topanga was a slut. Okay,
Topanga.
from the canyon.
No, Corey and Topanga, they were the first power couple.
Yeah, they really were.
And then Dawson's Creek came after.
Yeah.
Oh my God, all of it. And then Buffy and Charmed.
Were you a
and,
Buffy
like-
gay?
Oh my God, was I a Buffy gay?
So when
fan.
Sarah Michelle Gellar came to see the show, were you dead?
Oh my God, I was so dead. I mean, and Sarah came like 3 times.
Oh, really? That's
it was
so nice.
yeah. Sarah, Thelma, Reese.
Did Ryan come?
Yes, Ryan came and he was the best.
Oh, of course.
He was so the most
He was really nice.
lovely person. He came up
Yeah.
to me after and he was like, "Way to keep the Valmont name alive, man." And I was like, "I'm gonna make out with you now. I'm literally obsessed."
Oh my
He's
God.
so wonderful. Sarah is so wonderful.
I
They all
only
were
heard the
incredible.
best things about Sarah Michelle.
Sarah Michelle Gellar also looks
Yeah.
exactly the same.
She's having like
She's having
A
a
renaissance.
renaissance. Yeah, she's the best. I love her so much.
You know what I would like to see? I would like to see, I know they're doing a new season of Buffy. I would like to see SMG in the new season of White Lotus. I feel like Sarah Michelle Gellar
She would let you have it.
would tear up
Absolutely.
because people forget how dramatically good she is.
Yep.
Oh,
I feel like people don't remember that she was giving you versatility.
I'm sorry. Cruel Intentions, she was like, what, 21?
Iconic.
The best performance I have, still to this day, one of the best performances I've ever seen on film. All three of them.
When
Honestly,
they
all of
find
them.
her Coke vial at the end and just a single tear comes down her face because she knows that they had fucked her up.
Yeah.
Is it a new season of Buffy or new?
It's a new.
I think it's a new.
I think they're rebooting it as a show,
I,
right?
think so. I
Yeah.
thought it was I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Same
That's
same
it.
thing. I
Also,
still know what you did
Do you
last
remember
summer.
the thrillers, like when we were,
I know.
like those scary movies and Scream?
Yes, Jen Caton Robinson is.
Jen Caton
that's,
Robinson,
did I
yes,
still know what
yes.
you did? She did Someone Great, etc.
Those were, guys, we lived in great times.
Dead. We
You
didn't know how
know,
good we had.
Napster,
God, remember Kazaa?
LimeWire.
Did
you
you ever
remember
have Rhapsody?
Of course, I had all of them. They would all go. I would completely fuck up my mother's computer every 5 minutes. We'd have to take it to Toshiba, and she'd be like, "You crashed the computer again, Con." And I was like, "Sorry, girl. I had to download that song that took 48 hours."
Wow.
Are you deeply connected to your Greek roots?
1000%. Yes,
You are.
I am
Okay,
the
so
Greekest
this is where
person
we
ever.
Separate. Yeah, because I don't have like Greek culture in my life, but I feel like you do.
Here you go.
Yeah.
I'm right in front of you.
There you are.
She is. I am the epitome of my big fat Greek wedding.
Yeah.
There are
Joey
columns.
Fatone.
I am Joey Fatone. I'm Nia Vardalos.
You're Nia. Oh.
There are columns in front of my house.
Yes.
Till this
love
day,
it.
Greek columns.
Yep.
There was plastic on the furniture my entire fucking life.
Love it.
In that room that nobody can go in.
Plastic on the remote? No.
No, but that's crazy.
Sorry.
but
That's an Asian thing, maybe. Okay. All right.
cool. Tight,
cool.
tight,
Why?
tight.
Because
Sorry.
germs?
Because germs.
Germs, yeah.
But there's more germs on the plastic. Okay, keep going.
No, we still to this day. There's a baby lamb for Easter that's on a spit roasted outside of my fucking house in the backyard.
Beautiful.
And people are like, "What is that smell?" And I'm like, "It's just a lamb."
It's just the baby lamb.
The baby
spit
lamb
roasting
getting
in
its
the
roast-
back.
and my mom's just like making stew from like the insides of the lamb, and I'm like, "Girl, are you okay? Like, what is happening? We are this Greek." I mean, it's sick. My
I
sister
love it.
lives behind my parents' house.
That's
because that's
beautiful.
amazing. And also,
Wait, what's her name?
Ren.
Ren. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, and also, I cut you off.
What? Oh no! Also, just that. I'm so Greek. Like I went to Greek school
Were
like,
you Greek Orthodox?
Greek Orthodox.
Me too.
Holler.
So it was the first 8 years of my life. I've told you this. We were Greek Orthodox.
Yes.
And then we moved to a different town and we switched to Roman Catholicism because my dad goes, it's basically the same. And it was the Greek
Honestly,
Orthodox,
it
it's
is.
all in Greek.
It's all in Greek.
So I couldn't understand
And it's 3
it.
hours long. You want to go to church for 3 hours every
No,
Sunday? I don't
remember-
think so, honey.
That was crazy.
crazy. I would have to sit there and be like,
Yeah,
dozing
dying.
off, and my mom's like, "Pay attention." I'm like, "To what?" I
No,
can't even understand.
literally,
this.
I remember
wanna
like because it was all in Greek, I didn't understand it, and then they were like basically the same. We became Roman Catholic, and then I could hear what they were saying, and I'm like, oh fuck this.
Well-
this sucks.
Well, because also like there's something beautiful about like going to a Greek church. It's like stunning, like Byzantine art, like
Yes.
things and art.
I
and-
live next to one.
I mean,
It's
it's
gorgeous.
stunning. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
really?
That's the church next to me.
Oh, that's a Greek Orthodox
Oh,
church.
word.
church, yeah.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
then
sorry.
my parent. Speaking of when you transferred to
Yeah.
Catholicism, my parents, when we were going to high school, we had no high school in our town. You would have to like go private or go somewhere else, and so they were like, "We're gonna put you in Catholic school," and I was like, "Wait, what?" I was like, "But I'm not Catholic." They're like, "Same thing."
Same thing.
So then me, like having to go to mass every Friday.
Yeah, you gotta
and then
get
I was
going.
like, okay. And then I got bamboozled into singing in the choir. So then everybody called me the gay singing kid. They're like, hey, gay singing kid, great job on Our God is an Awesome God. And I'm like, cool, don't even know that song. And I'm sitting here like singing like McDonald's fucking songs. That's what it felt like because I was like, I
you
grew up
ever-
in the Greek church, which was like all like Byzantine, ancient Greek like hymns.
Sure.
The best one.
What is
Did
it?
you ever sing Hosanna in the
Of
highest?
course.
Hosanna in the highest. It's actually kind of cunty.
Yeah.
Blessed is he who comes from the name of the Lord.
Yeah.
Hosanna. No, it's actually, they need to put it in a pop song. I think Lord should do it.
Lord should do
should
it.
do it. I
think
Honestly,
they should do
with a mashup with Charlie X.
It should be on their album Virgin.
Yes, absolutely. Did you ever remember Sweet Redeemer? That song was a banger.
Give it to us.
How'd it go? Sweet Redeemer, I surrender all I am to you.
Yes!
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
It was
So good.
wild. But yeah, I used to sing it,
God,
and then I used to get in
Redeemer.
trouble by the priest because my like mentor in high school, two guys, Frank and Ed, who I fucking love still to this day. They would always like make me just like go off like American Idol style, and I was like, okay. And then the priest would be like, "Listen, son, this isn't American Idol. Stop singing like that. This is church." And I was like, okay. I was like, I'm not.
Because
even
did you end
Catholic,
up with like
babe.
an extended belt?
Oh, I used to I would hold things out. People would be like, "Yo, gay singing kid, that was so fierce today."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Thanks, man."
That was so
and
fierce
I'm like,
today.
yeah. And I was like, "Well, I'm actually not gay." And they're like, "Haha, sure."
Sure.
But yeah, I would just like go off at mass because I was like, "I'm not Catholic. What is this? This is
Yeah.
like fun, crazy music."
We're all just goofing off
We're
here.
goofing off, yeah, at church.
But don't you love that you have this sort of pop star narrative of he got to start singing in the church
church.
choir?
In the church choir, I sure did. I mean,
there
I
you
sang in
go.
the church choir in Greek church too. So like, but that was like, hymns and shit. So that was wild.
Speaking of all these movies that we remember every line, remember Sister Act 2, where there's that
That's the best movie in the world.
iconic scene where Lauryn Hill and her friend are singing, I sing because I'm happy, and I sing because I'm free. So then at the end, they're singing, and the one girl goes to, Lauryn Hill goes to the one girl, you could really make it. And she goes, this is for church.
Well, when she was like, or you clearly know that she has a better voice than Lauryn Hill. Sorry.
Yeah, she literally
literally
did.
sang, and then she was
Okay.
like, "Girl," she's like, I can't get that. You have it. I can't get that low note." And she's like, "No. This is
for
church.
Yeah, you could really make it.
You could really make it."
That movie is so
Rita,
special.
Rita Marie Watkins,
Yeah.
get your behind upstairs. Get your
Cheryl
nose out of the
Lee
books
Ralph.
and your head in the clouds.
Aren't they making the third one? What's the
Yes.
rumor on
Okay,
that?
so we need to sit Whoopi down in that chair, actually.
Yeah, Whoopi needs
come
to get
on.
here
Whoopi
now.
first of all, why hasn't that happened?
You guys need to get that immediately.
I bet
She's-
we can.
You
in fact,
will.
I know we can.
We know-
Yeah, you
By the way,
definitely
Whoopi tore up the Met Gala.
Yeah, she looked
Did you see that?
amazing.
can we talk about the fashions?
Yes, let's talk about the
Let's talk about
fashions.
this because it's current.
Highlights.
Highlights. Who let me have it?
Tiana
Tiana.
Yes.
Taylor.
Tiana Taylor.
It was
Janelle
more is
Monáe
more in the
always-
best way. Janelle Monáe, everything.
Everything
always.
always. Period. Always. Bad Bunny. Looking like
Hot.
the scarecrow from The Wiz, and I
Yep.
was so here for it.
Yep, absolutely.
With a Michael Jackson glove, I was like, "Bitch, go off."
What did you feel about Zendaya and Anna Sawai
she-
being in the same look?
Was it the
Wild.
same?
It was the exact same. I don't know
I
if
thought
the
it was.
designer
I thought it was
the same.
different takes on this. Okay, yeah, but wow.
I mean, you look at it
I-
side by side.
I will. She can wear anything. I mean, Zendaya's the
Perfection.
most stunning human in the world. But it reminded me of old Celine. What was that
Oh,
granny
yeah.
look?
Yes,
With the backward suit.
Oh my
Which was
God.
iconic, but I'm like, okay, we've seen it. Let's maybe do something else.
Sure. Rihanna
Yeah.
announcing baby number 3.
Yeah.
Rihanna, baby number 3.
Fully
Go off.
pregnant.
I'm
Fully
obsessed.
pregnant.
Like zero fucks.
I said
doesn't
R9,
care.
more like R3.
Oh,
Rihanna third birth.
Rihanna.
Also, is that
birth.
album actually going to happen?
I don't think so.
I hate that. I hate hearing
terrible.
that.
Terrible.
I just don't. From what the streets are saying, is that she really just likes to smoke weed and watch Housewives and do the fashion thing. That's what the
honestly,
streets are
Who
saying.
among us?
I mean, we're here for that, but also I just need one more. Just give me one
of
more.
course.
One more.
But to
So I can
end
say
on
goodbye.
anti is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't think it's that she doesn't want to. I just think she feels she set a really high fucking bar with anti. I also think
Yeah.
she genuinely enjoys these other aspects of her life. And if it's coming, it is on her time, which is, as we know, late.
Yeah.
The way
Yeah.
she rolled up, she made everyone on that carpet wait 45 minutes after the last person to take her fucking picture.
Unreal.
Good.
Good.
Unreal. Do we like Dua Lipa's look?
Yes.
I did like
Loved.
Dua Lipa's look. I
Yes.
liked Coleman, obviously.
Ugh, Coleman
Amazing.
can do no wrong.
Amazing.
Coleman can do no wrong.
Also, shout out Hunter Schafer.
Yes.
Crushed.
Oh my God.
But always. Just
Always.
Yeah.
perfection.
And who else?
Lord looked amazing too.
Lord looked
and
amazing.
Lord is like really, I think, making like an announcement about their gender.
Yes.
I feel like it's
Saying they feel like a man and a woman.
and a woman.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But also, but not like dropping the pronouns just yet.
Right.
Yeah.
I love the new song.
It's great.
It
It's
grew
great.
on me.
It's very
Like
good.
the
Great.
first time I heard it, I was like, "Oh, come on!" And then like
No.
the second or third time I heard it, I was like, "What was that?"
I love it. Miss it. I miss that crazy voice.
Me too.
I miss that crazy voice.
I saw Charlie again at Barclays. This was
Was
like,
it amazing?
yes.
Yes.
And
Full
so,
rain on stage. I was dead.
Yeah.
I think it's my third time in a month seeing her because both times at Coachella,
And then
now
Barclays.
this, and I saw Sweat. When the Girl So Confusing Lord verse comes on, it's like Hosanna in the Highest.
Oh, I'm sure. No, it is.
It's like Sweet Redeemer.
Redeemer.
It's Sweet Redeemer.
Wow.
It's our
so
God is an
powerful.
awesome God.
By the time she gets to they say we still have the same hair. By the time that part is going, you're just like
You're
amped.
jumping.
You're just
Oh yeah,
like,
you're a full cardiac arrest.
yes, it's so good. And Guess, let me tell you something about Guess. And I told you this. Guess, people thought, and this is no disrespect to Rain on Me by Ariana Grande and Lady Gaga. That is a classic. People
Classic.
thought that was like the female duet of our time to rival Enough Is Enough, No More
More Rain, No
Tears,
More Tears, yeah.
Donna Summer, Barbara Streisand. It's
Yes.
Guess. Guess is so powerful.
Big statement.
Yeah.
There's room for everything. I'm just saying the feeling that you get during Guess,
Yeah.
there's nothing like that.
Also, I don't know if I told you this. Maybe I've told you this before. On my, world traveling extravaganzas, we went to the Boiler Room set in Ibiza. I
my
was
God.
there with Hermanas.
With Hermanas?
With Hermanas, we were there.
Hermanas
Wow.
saw Charlie XCX Boiler Room set.
We were there. I lost my mind.
Yeah, I bet you guys were
course you
rolling
did.
tits.
I was so high.
Yeah.
It was
Love it.
crazy. I made out
So
with
happy
some
for you.
gorgeous hot man from Ibiza, and I was like, "Cool, I'll never see you again." But also,
Good.
That's
let's make
Spain
out.
for
I
ya.
love to do that all around the world.
Oh, same.
Just grab a man.
Come over here.
Get over
Get over here, you.
Yeah, it was wild,
Wow.
crazy.
That's like a historic.
It's a historic moment. People were like, "I still listen to that," and I'm like, "I was there."
yeah.
We're there.
I can't believe it. I still can't believe it. Thanks. I mean, that was all Gus. Gus made it happen.
Yeah.
Thank God to our girl, our baby girl, baby bride.
Baby Bride.
Baby bride. No, he's not married, but I
okay.
just that's our
It's like breaking news.
breaking news. She's married.
Breaking gay news on a gay podcast.
Yes, right here.
Gus Kenworthy, a baby bride.
We would
More information
slay
after
the
this.
news.
Yeah, you're slaying the transitions into the news.
You know what they did tell me on today? They were like, "You're so good at transitions," and I was like, "It's
That's
because
actually-
we're used to doing
We're
it."
used to doing it.
This
They
ended
didn't
up
tell me
being-
that.
Well, that's because they feel they don't need to because you
That's
know it
not
all.
true.
You hear it all the time.
I did slay. Are you doing Prompter Wars, by the way?
I asked to do Prompter Wars, and I don't think we're doing it.
Because Tina just did it.
But I'm gonna ask again.
You need to do it. I need to see you do Prompter
want to do
Wars.
the teleprompter is so.
They do like tongue twisters on the teleprompter and they go really, really fast. You're supposed to like it's like a battle with like Jenna and like whoever else. It's
Well, my
so
dyslexia would really kick in hard.
good.
I'd
All
be like,
fun.
You know what though? Who's to say that's
you know,
not
who
what's
cares?
on the board?
So what? Who cares? Have fun. Let them.
So what?
Let
okay,
him.
let
Let
'em.
him. BFGW. Big Fat Greek. Wedding.
Wedding.
One of the great movies.
One of the great.
Still,
films.
I think a comedy breakthrough moment for me was Andrea Martin talking about her, the lump on her neck.
Yes.
That is one of the funniest things in
Yep.
movie history.
There was a
Inside the
spinal cord and teeth.
I got the bubopsy.
Bebopsy.
Inside the lump was my twin.
Was
Yeah.
What was full set of teeth? And head.
Yeah.
It was my twin. Like, this is
dur-
crazy.
Andrew Martin is so forever. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
My God,
It's so
I love
genius.
that movie.
It's so good. It's good every single time. I remember I went with my Greek grandmother. And
Who's Greek? Your mom's side or dad's side?
So this is the controversy.
Oh, yeah.
No one knows.
No. But have you heard this?
So I live my entire life thinking like almost 50% Greek. Like that's kind of what the vibe is. Like my mother's side of the family, like there's a lot of Greek there. In fact, we had even seen the movie, and my nana, who's now passed, she was like, "This is my culture. I'm so happy they made a movie about this, and it was just a huge success, like etc." So then, I think like 2 years ago, I do the 23andMe, spit in the tube, send it in, comes back, 0.0% Greek, almost
is it?
40% Turkish.
But it's giving
But it's
Mediterranean.
giving right next door.
It's
Right.
giving right next door. It's giving, let's just call it a culture clash.
Grandma grew up in Greece.
And my mother's maiden name is Claritas.
Yeah.
So it's like, they're
Santa
Greek.
Claritas.
Santa
Ve-
Clarita
very that.
diet.
They're
Right?
Yeah.
the Drew Barrymore hit show.
Good show.
Drew, we love you.
Love you,
We
Drew.
do. I do love a Drew.
We do. But yeah, no, that was like I was kind of like, thank God that she passed before.
She would have had a
she
heart
would've-
attack.
I don't think she would have loved the news.
Wouldn't have loved it.
No.
She is Greek. You are Greek though. Like that. You come from Greece.
Yeah. I mean, you're there.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But then I looked at a picture of like a Turkish person. I like Googled like Turkish man, and everything that came up was
Chewbacca.
like kind of like I got it. I was like, yeah, I think I am
You see it.
A little
Turkish
bit.
Greek.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they're so close.
It
I
is
mean,
what it is.
Like
Right.
my father's village where he grew up is like this tiny little place called Kastoria, which is right next to, Albania and Turkey and everything. So it's like,
Do you speak it?
yeah.
Oh,
Fluently.
love.
LOL.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was the best part of
Stan.
it. A great part now knowing that you're like, okay, cool, we're past like Greek school and like
Totally.
the shit that I had to go through my whole life.
Every Sunday?
No. Every Tuesday and Thursday
No.
for 3 hours after American school.
No.
Yeah, talk about then you having to study for American school, do your homework, and then do Greek homework.
So
You can't watch
what?
TRL. You can't watch
Spanakopita?
I had to tape it.
You had to tape it.
tape.
Pissed.
Oh, we had to press record on a VCR for that. Anyway,
No, manually I had to press it.
you had to. Oh wow. Damn.
VHS.
But
I
yeah,
actually
Old.
us talking about this makes me realize I do know my I don't think so, honey.
great. Okay.
Okay, good.
Should we do it?
I think it's time.
I think it's time for I don't think so.
All right, we think it's time for I don't think so, honey.
Oh my God, I'm
and
so
this is going to
nervous.
be a throwback. It actually is applicable to all times. By the way, I don't think so, honey is our 60-second segment where we take a minute to rant, rail, and more against something in culture that deserves it. And I have that thing.
Okay. This is Matt Rogers' I Don't Think So, Honey, and his time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. People who fast forward and cannot start it on time, and
Oh.
and when it comes back from commercial, you've had
Years of practice.
now to understand the timing on this, and it happened back in the day. And it's years and years and years because I'm saying it's not just the DVR; it's also rewind culture from VCR culture. You hit the button to resume a little before. I hate the going back, going forth, going back, going
30
forth.
seconds.
I hate it. You know when it's over. I guess you wouldn't know because you have to guess. But like, we develop your instincts, develop your internal clock, and then like just get it right. Like, I hate this about
15 seconds.
fast forwarding through things. I would rather watch a commercial. Sorry. Fuck you! I don't think so, honey.
That's 1 minute.
This
Okay.
is Bowen Yang's I don't think so, honey. His time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. What are the lotions of the world doing to help us in any why can't we have lotions that just work? I'm putting hand cream on and I still have cracked palms. I'm putting lip balm on. I still have cracked lips.
So cracked.
There's nothing. My body is a sponge, and there's nothing in the world that can actually hydrate me to its fullest potential. And I
cracked.
think this is something that is accelerating my age. I think this is something that
30 seconds.
I can't stay on top of, and then it will eventually. It will show in my hands. There are people out there, you know the stars out there who are aging from their hands first,
Ooh.
and I think I will be one of those people.
He'll be one of those stars.
I'll be one of
15
those stars.
seconds.
You know who I'm
shit.
talking about. You know who I'm talking about. Don't you know who I'm talking about?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Aging from their hands first.
Marla
We'll
Mandela.
talk
Marla, I don't
5
wanna,
seconds.
5 seconds. Sorry, Marla.
That's actually great company to be in. If I get any closer to being like Marla Mandel, then you know what? Fuck lotions.
So be it.
You never help me anyway. But
Wait,
am I the only
what?
person who's like, what's the point?
First of all, let me see your
don't know.
gorgeous soft
Yeah,
hands.
first of all,
are you
yeah,
fucking
first of all,
kidding me?
Look,
I don't
look
wanna
at
hear
this.
Look at how beautiful his hands are.
You've got great
Mine are
hands.
fucking
Well, I
decrepit.
have little baby hands like T-Rex hands.
You have
Look
gorgeous
how,
hands.
Look how small these
smaller
hands
smaller hands than you. You're cheating.
are. Isn't that- isn't
My
that crazy?
hands are small.
I know, but then
Do I have the biggest hands here?
You have huge
Yeah.
hands.
That means you got a big dick.
He goes, you have huge hands.
hands.
What does that mean?
Big
Show
penis.
us. Show us.
Penis
But
and toes.
That's what they say about the Greeks.
Yes.
Show it now.
You know what I
Listen.
mean? Like, what's the point? I'm saying, I put on lotion today. I'm still dry.
Yeah.
Talking about.
Look at that.
Bowen, no. You have a gorgeous.
Bowen, no.
You're
No.
luminous.
I can't. I don't know what humidity means in terms of like how it affects my body at this point.
I feel like I do think sometimes, like with hand cream and stuff, it's like I wonder if it's a little bit of like once you start using it, you need it more.
Right.
And that to me makes it feel like a scam. Like sometimes
scam. It's
I've
like
been using
shitty-
skincare.
It's like shitty lip balm.
It's like shitty
People
lip
will
balm.
compliment me on my skin, and I'll be like, "Oh, I haven't used anything in weeks and months," and then I'll like break out, or I'll have skin
then you
purging
use
because
a
I've
skin
been using
product.
like the best products.
I don't do anything but put my face under hot water
you
and burn
serious?
it
Is that
off.
true?
Hot water?
Yeah.
No. I don't do anything but burn off my
But
face.
burn off my face. No,
Cold water.
I've no in the shower. I literally have. I mean, I have a washer. A washer
You
for
have
my
such
face.
beautiful skin.
Well, because we're Greek, we have oily
Greek,
skin,
Yeah.
olive skin tones,
God.
Do you
yeah, I
tan
haven't-
like a motherfucker?
like a motherfucker.
I do
That's
too.
nice.
But I can get pasty as hell during the winter. Everyone's like, "You okay? You
no.
sick?"
The answer is no.
And I'm like, "Yes, I am."
I have like gangrenous
sick.
face, like October through December.
Yeah, green.
Yeah.
That's
She's
good.
disgusting.
No, that's not.
But yeah, but then like I get go in that sun and
Yeah.
boom.
But then what? Because if you go in the sun too much, that's when.
Yeah, but that's when we're gonna
gross.
get the Lindsay Lohan.
I know. I can't wait.
Who do we have to? We have to find out all this information. So if anybody has information about
Were you
this,
just about to say who do we have to fuck to get
Yeah.
the Lindsay Lohan
yeah, who do we have to
face?
fuck
I'll
to
Who
get
do
the
we have
Lindsay-
to fuck
to get the Lindsay Lohan face?
Jesus Christ, I'm getting up there, and I want to be revealed.
I don't think you.
If you out there know who we have to fuck to get the Lindsay Lohan face, dial in 1-866
six
Idols
seven.
03.
Honey, I don't think you.
Idols
I
03.
think you like get into the daddy identity.
Okay, we're gonna get there.
You, I think, out of anybody that I know, have had the best twink death to daddyhood. sort of
Honestly, I'll
arc.
take it.
Do you remember your twink death?
Yeah, it was.
It's like a little trauma.
yeah, I do.
People are posting their twink death photos.
The twink death
gotta
was.
do that.
I want to say, when was that? Like there's a picture of Hairspray on Broadway after we closed, and then I did Legally Blonde, and then something happened. I moved to LA, and the twink death was really hard.
beautiful.
It was
It's
beautiful,
liberating.
and I was like, bye, girl. But like, it was wild.
The twink death is the return to Saturn.
Yeah.
It's actually it's rule culture number 17.
Yes.
The twink death is the return to Saturn.
Saturn.
They coincide. Because I remember mine was also when I moved to LA, 27, 28. I got to LA and was trying to like do that thing, that Twinkie thing of like, I tuck my Ringer t-shirt into my jeans. And all of a sudden it was like, oh, that's not looking like it used to. Like, and then you're like, it's 'cause you're not a twink anymore.
Yeah,
It's okay.
it's okay. We all have to like a fine wine.
Yeah.
Like a fine wine.
Wine.
All right. So listen,
This is.
speaking of fine wine, we're about to have a fine, I don't think so, Eddie, from Connie.
Oh my God, I'm nervous.
Don't be.
Don't be go
You're
off,
made
sis.
for this.
I am made for this.
Have you ever done this? Have you done a lot? We didn't know you back when we did live shows.
No. No, but this
Wow.
would have been one for the books.
Okay.
Live.
Yeah, no.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
That was honestly, maybe we should bring it back for
should
like a
bring it
special
back.
big
I
thing.
think it'd be very fun.
Maybe that's our Radio City show.
Oh, yeah, you guys, 1,000%.
No, because we don't have it booked anymore.
We
But
gave
like,
it
okay,
up,
so
obviously.
you want to know the tea? We had
the
Radio
tea.
City Music Hall booked for the Culture Awards, but because we're doing it on
That's
Peacock,
crazy.
it's just like too like
It would have been
expensive
too
and
much money.
insane.
Too many cooks in the kitchen. I get
So
it.
we're doing it in LA at the Orpheum, but we literally had a date for it. It would have been next month. We were doing it at Radio City Music Hall, and now I'm thinking, let's do. I don't think so, honey.
At Radio
with
City.
50 people.
I would love that.
Oh my God, that would be.
And there's enough. They can all fit on stage.
Oh my God!
They can all fit on stage. That stage is huge.
It's a humongous stage.
And also, it's Radio City. It's the most iconic place in the world.
Well, you know, Giggly Squad sold it out twice, and I'm like, okay, so it's possible for two girls that have a podcast
Yeah,
to do that.
that's true.
And we're two girls.
We're almost that.
Yeah.
You guys are two fantastic girls.
Hey.
Thanks.
Wait a minute. We have one fantastic girl before us. He's about to do it. I don't
One
think so.
fantastic
Fantastic
girl
girl.
stands before me, but I
have-
only have one phone in my hands.
We have Ma from Hermanas. We have Octavia Spencer.
You have Octavia Spencer in Ma.
The best film
Ma.
of all time.
Best film of all time. Great Fire Island movie.
Honestly,
Put it on.
I'm gonna put it on.
Put it on this summer. In
I'm
the
gonna put it
Pines.
on.
When are you going?
I don't know. We have to figure out August. Should we all go together?
So August.
Anybody want to give us a
Don't we-
house?
Do we have something for August?
We
I think we do.
We gave it up because we're going to P-Town for a carnival.
Wait, we gave it up?
Because it's the same week as the P-Town house.
What about
Okay.
July?
Maybe I'll go to P-Town. I have to decide.
Let's just.
We'll
Well,
talk off air.
we need to.
Yeah.
We'll
we,
talk
we,
off
we-
air.
we have to be there together.
Yeah, we have to. It's a must.
That would be so fun.
It'd be very
Yeah.
fun. This
Oh my God.
is
I don't think so, honey.
I can't wait for this.
Oh, Jesus.
This
okay.
is Constantine Rousouli's I Don't Think So Honey's time starts now.
Okay, you know what? I don't think so, honey. Being private on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay? And we're going to talk about this right now. Because if I see you DM me and then I click on your fucking picture and that tiny little fucking picture and there's nothing to go to and you have 800 followers, what are you, a Quaker? You can't just be out in public. Then why are you on Instagram? I need you to share your life. Share everything. Sorry, I'm keeping it for my close friends and family. What? The 200 people that you know? Why don't you fucking text them?
Yeah.
I want to scan your pictures. I want to creep on you. I want to see exactly who you are. I want to hear your voice. I want to get the fucking tea. Because if we're gonna bone, I want to see if you're man enough.
Yes.
It wasn't man enough for me. Also,
Best song ever.
Meow Mix.
Right, Meow Mix. I don't know the best mix in the world. 15 seconds, but like seriously, and then I click on another picture, and then it's like this gorgeous group of people, and you're fucking private, and we're never gonna meet because you're never gonna see my DM
Exactly.
or the message. So it's a lost cause. Okay, so you can choke, get that shit off private, and fucking DM me. Thank you so much.
And that's 1 minute. You're so right.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know how people expect something to get going when it's like all I can do is like click your little
I can
profile
click that,
picture.
and it doesn't even. Also, when it's
doesn't
private,
expand.
another I don't think so. It doesn't expand.
No.
Doesn't expand. You don't see the
So
And I'm not giving you the follow right away.
No.
I gotta see what I'm signing
I
up
gotta
for.
do the creep of like I'm gonna like 2 pictures, and then you're gonna see it because you're gonna scan.
You're gonna make me be the pick me when you're the
When
pick
you're
me?
exactly.
No way.
No way.
First of all, just beware of the pick-me's. Because even if they seem cool, that's what they
no.
are.
Yeah, they think they're so cool. I'm like, you're not cool.
I just
because
think-
you're a private.
Yeah, no.
Shut up.
Well, and also here's the thing. If you want, whatever. If you want to be private, fine. You're being, I don't think so, Eddie, but whatever. There's also this, and a lot of gays that I truly respect these girls, they'll have a private profile, but then pretty much all of their stories will be close friends.
Right.
So do that. Have like your little whatever. Like it can be nothing.
Right.
But then just like engage with, because you can also do grid close friends.
You can do grid
You
close
can-
friends. Just
exactly.
Keep all the grid posts close friends if you don't want anyone to see
Yeah.
anything.
Literally,
But
it's
private
just.
is, I mean,
This was
in this context.
Then don't be on Instagram.
Yeah.
Then don't be. Just
Or
it's
just
okay.
don't be flirting. Don't be suggestive in the DMs with a private profile.
exactly.
How very dare you?
How
very
very
dare
dare
you.
you.
How very
This was
dare you.
my. This is not quite the same. This is all very justified. My original I Don't Think So Honey before I blanked on it and then went to lotions because I saw a bottle of lotion right there.
Oh
Daily
my God, that
was-
Aveeno give you the idea.
That
Give you
Avena
life.
gave me the idea because I'm stroking. But my original I Don't Think So Honey was LinkedIn. If you're on a dating app and you have a LinkedIn, make that shit. Deprivate that. Because I
Yeah.
gotta see what you do and where you went to school. Because it's good
It's
information
fun.
for
Yeah,
me.
but
It's
you know
fun.
what
I'm not gonna
sucks?
judge you.
What sucks about LinkedIn, which I learned the hard way, people can see when you go look.
No, but you don't log
Really?
in.
Oh, so it's like
Yes.
seen?
No, you log off your LinkedIn, open a private browser, go to their LinkedIn, and if it blocks you, if you have to log in, then you go, well, I'm not going that far. I'm not going to like have them see that I viewed their profile. But I just
I
want to,
hate that.
you know what I
Hate
mean?
it.
Because
LinkedIn
why can't I just like, I like to do a little stalking.
Yeah, I like to creep and like a creepy crawler, as we like to call
a little,
it.
a little online creepy crawly. And
I
like,
love that.
When you get like fucking busted on by like,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Wow.
I don't mind that.
I would love a busted on.
I say that with Jenna Bush Hager tomorrow. You know when you get busted,
Busted
on?
on.
She's like, hey. Well, I could bust all over this episode.
Oh, I love you guys.
This
love
was
so
so
much.
fun.
So much.
We
This
love
was
you
the
and
best
adore you.
day.
Day
ever.
one, love you.
Day,
Does that make sense?
Day 5.
Day
hate
5.
you.
Day 5, hate. Day 6, love again.
Day 6, maybe.
Day 7,
So what? Who
obsessed.
cares?
So what? Who cares?
So what? Who cares?
So what, who cares?
This has been fabulous.
love you guys.
You're the best. Listen, June
3rd.
3rd, he goes back in. June 15th, they all go out.
Yeah.
Unless you make this undeniable, it must continue. You could
You heard it here first.
not see a better show. And the good news for you, if you are international, is Trump's not your president. And also, you can probably see Titanic.
Paris,
London,
Australia.
Australia.
Where in Australia? Sydney?
Sydney.
Great
Yeah.
town.
And we're going to Brazil in October.
Wow!
Wait, what?
Gustoso, baby. Bom dia.
Obrigado.
Obrigado.
Are you guys
Sunga.
performing the Copa? Like
I
Lady
hope
Gaga?
so. I
2.5
better.
million?
Yeah, 2.5 million
That
people.
would. I would love to see that.
We're gonna be in Sao Paulo, and then we're gonna take a trip to Rio. So just maybe come.
We're
You guys should
going to
actually
Rio.
When?
October something, early October.
Okay, no,
We
we
haven't
end
talked
every.
about
We
that.
end, this,
I know.
there's so
It's
much
the best.
Oh,
gay shit to talk
a lot
about.
of gay shit to talk about. A Celine song came on my way here. I can't believe I didn't even tell you.
Which
and I
one?
think it should be the song that we sang.
Okay, let's go.
I Surrender.
The best.
I surrender everything to give a chance to live again. I reach to you. I know you can feel it too. Make it through 1,000 dreams. I still believe. I pray you give them all to me. I hold you in my arms and never let go. I surrender.
Wow.
To hear that song, go to Titanic, closing June 15th. Maybe. Bye.
So good.
Las Culturistas is a production by Will Ferrell's Big Money Players and iHeartRadio podcasts.
Created and hosted by Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang. Executive produced by Anna Hosnier and Hans Sani.
Produced by Becca Ramos. Edited and mixed by Doug Babe and Monique Laborde.
And our music is by Henry Kapersky.